And go.
That's fucking incredible.
Oh wait, this is episode 15. 6.
Sticking my hands in my crotch because my fingers are freezing.
Dude, that's the best way to warm up.
Heck yeah, man. Under
I
your
always
thighs,
laugh,
under
like-
your butt,
I used
armpits.
to tell people that, like girls and shit, and I'm like, dude, just put it in your crotch. It's like, dude, it's so warm.
It's a true story.
What are you talking about?
Alright, and with that, we begin. So, real quick recap of what happened last time. The party went out to face Io, the fabled land of wonder and plunder that Jack came from.
Wonder and plunder? You make
Oh,
it
yeah.
sound so nice.
Yeah, well, that's the facade they try to present. After having some food, ordering some drinks in the restaurant, Jack went down below, met with some previous acquaintances to learn more of the goings-on in IO. Eventually finding her way to the lair of an unusual drow man and her ex-flame, Mia. There
My
was
girl Mia.
there was talk between Mia and Jack. Mia let loose quite a bit of information that seemed to hit Jack pretty heavily.
A lot, yeah.
However, Jack was pulled back to reality by the kindly faces of Remy and Nimble. After escaping from IO, the party then headed back to the church, where Ren awaits, perhaps, still distraught from a previous encounter with some thug-like gentleman.
Yeah, I remember Remy said she wanted to check in.
Yep. Alright, that's where we begin.
What I do?
Last time we played, you wanted to check in. You mentioned checking in on Ren, which was a good idea.
Yeah.
Because we hadn't seen her the whole day. And what time is it now by the time we leave and after all of this ordeal, Boopy?
That is a good question. 1 second, let me check real quick.
I have to check my clock on my fictional world. Yes.
Yeah, so you guys went out at night to have dinner, which means it would be fairly dark as you're heading back.
Okay. Jack's not talking.
Alright. Roll heading back. Is there anything you'd like to do on the... Is there anything you'd like to do on the travel back? Nimble, Remy, Zira?
Numble's just gonna walk with Jack, so not really.
Just gonna walk with Jack? Okay.
Yeah.
Zira's gonna just look contemplative and be silent for now.
I'm honestly trying to remember what we were talking about before we left off. I knew we were all holding hands walking away from something, but
Yeah.
I don't remember.
I watched this on Monday. I remember we held hands. I talked about cake.
You could really use some cake, but
I did want us to separate, and then I think we just... You all wanted to talk to me when we got back to the room because I said I wasn't comfortable talking in front of
exactly.
the House of Slatons. And then I think we just walked. We're walking back, or we decided to walk back.
Yep.
Would Jack be kind of giving the rundown of what just happened on the way back, or is she gonna wait till you get back to the church to do that?
The girls asked me to talk about it, but I didn't want to talk about it out in the open. I wanted to kind of
That's
feel
right.
safe again. So I asked if we could please wait until we got back to the
Oh,
temple.
that's fine. Alright, well,
That's right. Okay, I remember now.
we'll say you all walk in relative quiet, sort of just taking in your surroundings, the nature of the night around you, the low glow of various bioluminescence lighting the path before finally making back to the church.
Okay. Well, I guess we should check on Ren now that we're back. We're still dressed up, right? Yes, we are. Okay, no. We
Yes.
just walked back.
You were at
We
the
still
door
look
of the church currently.
hot as fuck. Okay.
I'm still in my power suit.
Yeah,
Yep.
and I still
Covered in
look like an
lobster and-
actual hooker. Yeah, I think Jack would walk up to Ren where she heard her crying in her office last.
Okay.
And I think she would go and check on her. It was a good idea from Remy.
Do you want us to come with you?
You all... I don't know why you guys even ask anymore. You're always welcome to come.
Okay, we're going with you.
Even if I said no, I'm sure.
I'm
Come
stealthing.
anyway.
Alright, go ahead and roll
Why are you stealthing to
stealth
see Ren?
for me. Go ahead and roll stealth for me and let me know how
Jack
you're
just throws her
stealthing.
arms up in the air as seeing Remy just disappear again.
Rogue things.
Just runs off. Remy, I do need you to roll stealth if you're stealthing.
I'm going. I'm trying to untie my bag.
Okay. That's a good
Gotta
question.
keep my-
Are those the dice I bought you?
Yeah.
Whee!
I gotta keep my. I
Ah,
have to like super tie it, otherwise my kids get to it.
Oh.
That's fair.
I see.
I would definitely eat the dice if I didn't know better. They look like candy to me, dude.
No,
They're
she doesn't
delicious.
eat them. She just takes off with them.
Smart kid.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16,
That just means your
I
kid is
got a
smarter
19.
than that.
Yeah, exactly. Are you smarter than a toddler? Apparently not. Oh, what was the roll?
19.
19? Okay.
And you know what? Remy's gonna keep up her reputation that she doesn't care about people, so that's why she's stealthing. But she's still with you guys.
Alright, how are you stealthing then? What's your, like...
I'm gonna like shove Nimble forward and kind of like make her almost trip, and while everybody's looking at her almost trip, I'm gonna like I'm gonna like just fade into the wall.
Fade
sorry.
into the wall.
just, like, oh my...
She paints herself the
Yeah,
color of brick.
exactly. Just like starts sinking into the wall, becomes a painting along it. Yeah. Okay, so we'll say you push Nimble, you trip a little bit from a sudden hefty weight from behind. As all of a sudden, Remy is now gone, faded into the shadows, hiding in dark nooks and crannies. Nimble, you've been pushed.
I'm just gonna like look around and be like, what happened?
Ghosts and shit.
Oh, she broke stealth. There she is.
You hear a voice from all around you. Ghosts and shit.
And shit. No, Jack is gonna go and walk up to see if Ren is in her office with her posse behind her.
Totally. So you end
Nimble
up...
is still holding Jack's hand.
Okay.
And so is Sol and Zira.
We are holding hands, walking to Ren's office.
You all make it to the door of Ren's office. Knocking on it.
Actually, wait, no, hold on.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna pick up Nimble because I'm 6'5".
Yeah.
So I will hold her hand while also holding her in one arm.
Okay. Are you
And
gonna
then the other
knock using
I'll
her
hold-
hand?
I'll hold yours.
Like a little puppet?
I'll kick it with my high heels. I'll hit the door with my high heels.
I can knock.
There you go.
Alright.
Solutions to puzzles.
There's no responses as you all knock. And the door seems to be locked.
God, she's doing this again.
Nimble's gonna start banging on the door. Let us in!
Can I put? Yeah, go for it.
No, you. I was just gonna speak to Nimble about her.
Well, they speak to her about it. I'll turn so you can see Nimble.
Let's try not to be too forceful with her right now.
And then Nimble's just gonna knock again. Let us in!
Right.
There's no response.
Hey, Ren, can I put my ear to the door? Is she in there? Because last time she tried to juke me and I heard her.
Go for it. Go ahead and roll a perception check for me, please.
She tried to juke me.
A 16 with a +3, so 19.
2 19s in a row.
Okay.
That was my first roll.
Mine wasn't natural.
It is
Oh.
dead silent behind the door.
Fuck, I don't think she's actually in there this time. What other place would she go?
The academy, perhaps, or
No,
maybe there's
not
some
in the
kind of
state
church
she's in.
service.
Is this a holy day? Are people like gathered in a place
Not
we
sure.
don't know?
I
Matt?
didn't read that part of the book.
Every day is a holy day at church. No, there's no events that you know of that would be of particular interest.
Do we know if her bedroom is also in this office? Like, does she sleep in there? Like
there weren't any.
Noticed a bed.
There weren't any beds or anything like that when you were in there that you can notice.
So she has a bedroom. Can I look around for a monk that's walking around and ask him if he knows where Ren is?
Sure.
That we'd like to speak with her.
Sly, it could. If she was trying to contest your stealth, then she would have rolled high enough. But she wasn't trying to hear you. Just perceiving what was on the other side of the door. Okay, yeah. So going around, you do in fact come across the elderly gentleman from before, who first greeted you at the doors. He seems to be walking past.
That
gives you all-
motherfucker that took my gold.
That's the one.
He's kind of racist, yeah.
He's kind of racist. Yeah, he gives you all a look as he passes. Just walking down the hall past you guys.
Oh, excuse me. Oh shit, I look like a hoe. Nah, fuck it. I'm gonna strut up to him, holding Nimble in Zira's hand. Excuse me, sir.
He's trying to like ignore you guys and keep walking on his own thing.
Look, I'm not looking for a conversation. I know you're a busy guy, but I'm looking for Ren. Do you happen to know where she is?
He stops in his tracks and thinks for a moment.
Yes, Ren seems to be having some sort of break. Currently, she's out.
Oh. Did she go home, or is she okay?
I don't know.
Okay then. Do you know by chance if we would be able to find her? Do you know where we could find her?
He looks you all over, kind of regarding your wear.
I mean, we look good though.
By church standards, maybe not so much.
The church is supposed to judge.
Yeah, okay. He thinks to himself for a moment.
We don't really inquire where she lives, but she's been known to go to the academy and the library. Perhaps out in the forest. Who knows?
Academy, forest, or library. Okay, thank you. Sorry to bother.
You'd like to pickpocket? Okay. Go ahead and roll a sleight of hand check for me, please.
Here's the moment we all go to jail.
Screw that guy.
Stealing from a monk.
Y'all, I can't go to
Priest.
jail looking like this. It's gonna be bad days.
21.
Hey.
Okay. You managed to
You're
rummage
looking at my titties.
through his pockets. Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
The robe.
Oh, wait,
opens
hold
up
on.
a little bit.
What color dice am I using today, guys? Green, pink, or blue?
Pink. Pink. Feels like a pink day.
Pink it is. So as you rummage through the priest's pockets, you do manage to find
It's all condoms.
his coin purse with several different items. There seems to be holy symbols that you kind of feel with your fingers. There does seem to be several different coins. You grab what feels like a gold coin, you pull it out. It's most likely not the one you gave him, but it is a gold coin.
Fuck yeah. Get that shit back.
Okay, I'm gonna go hide behind Jack's massive figure.
Okay,
Okay.
great.
You see nothing.
Nothing.
All right, so what are we all doing here?
Nothing to see here.
Right. Let's go back to the room. We have a lot to discuss. No?
Yeah, we do.
Oh,
Wait, do we even have that room anymore?
And shower.
That's a
actually,
Yeah. The priest. The priest looks at you.
standing here.
there was some mail for you, I believe.
Oh,
It is
What
addressed to Jack Orion. Is that one of you?
yeah, that's me. From who?
I didn't inquire.
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you. Is it in the room by chance?
He opens up his priestly robes, pulls out a red letter with gold trim, and hands it over to you. You can
I
see
take
on the
it.
outside, in very fancy cursive writing that almost shimmers in the light, it says Jack Orion.
I can read those words.
Hey.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for this. We'll make our way to the room now. Hopefully Ren shows up. We're still waiting for results in a blood test. I don't know if you know anything about that.
He's kind of just nodding along absentmindedly, definitely not taking in anything you're saying.
Okay. Have a good day.
Have you paid for your room?
I
For the day.
believe last time Ren said that it was taken care of, but if we need to pay another coin or two, we can.
I believe so. Yes.
What's the cost?
He pulls out this little tiny notebook.
There's 4 of you.
Yes.
5 silver.
Okay.
I have 3 silver.
Can I
Okay.
pop?
No,
Can I pop
Zira's
out?
just gonna pull it out.
Can I pop out and say, well, maybe we should give that to Ren, being she's the one that's been taking our money off this, you know,
Oh,
as
oh,
we adventure through this.
oh my!
Hello again. How are you doing?
You crafty little thing. Where did you come from?
Oh, she's
Oh,
always
I'm-
behind me. It's fine.
Yeah, sorry. Her biceps are just so big. Like, you know, people don't see
Can't
them.
help it. He's working out.
He pushes up his
Body.
thin glasses.
I see. You could just hand it to me. That's fine. I am the proprietor of the area.
It's fine. Just give him the silver. It's fine.
I'll do it. Here you go. Kind sir.
Thank you kindly, and may you be blessed.
And he gives you a little bow and starts turning to walk away.
Can I insight check that transaction
What are you trying to insight check?
to see if he's actually the one who collects the money for the rooms?
Jack is too fucking tired for this shit. She's gonna start walking to the bedroom.
I mean, I will say, when you were rummaging through his pockets, he did have a fair amount of coins. Like,
I should have just taken it all, man. Fuck.
could
Alright.
have, could have gone for it.
Technically, we
Yeah.
didn't lose money though, because you pickpocketed a
I
gold,
took
right?
my money
Yeah.
back. Yes.
Yeah. So technically, we made a 5 silver profit anyway.
Yeah, you haven't paid for any nights as of now.
We are an actual neutral party. We're amazing.
All right. Cool. So you guys heading back to the room then?
I think so. Yeah. She's holding her letter. Actually, she gave the letter to Nimble to hold because she's holding Nimble and she's still holding Zira's hand.
Okay, Nimble. You now have this red and gold letter addressed to Jack.
And I'll walk back to the room with
As we're
everybody.
walking back, I'm gonna whisper to Nimble, "Open it, open it."
Nimble's gonna start tearing it open.
Okay.
Jack does it. Jack lets her. She doesn't care.
So as you start tearing into it, you just hear. She opens it up, and Nimble, you now can read this. If you look in your journal, You should be able to
Can
see
I,
it better.
can I sit us all down on a bed? Like, I'll sit on the bed and put Nimble right next to me, and I don't know what Zero and Remy want to do, but so that way we're all kind of close.
I'll sit on the floor cross-legged.
Sure.
What does it say?
You want me to read it?
I can't do that, so yeah, that would be nice, thank you.
Okay, it says, Dearest Jack Orion, it is my pleasure to inform you of a lucrative business opportunity for you and your party. We have need of individuals with your particular set of skills. Simple tasks for complex payout. Tasks may include guarding transport of goods, locating lost items, and researching nearby towns. In return, we offer large sums of coin, items, gear, and our protection for an undetermined amount of time. All we ask is that the 4 of you sign in the designated space using the usual method. We look forward to your response. Think it over. Signed, IO.
It's from the club.
I.O.
Yeah.
Isn't that the place we just came from?
Yeah. Does it just say IO? There's no other name?
No, it says
Yeah, let's not sign that just yet. Or if ever. Yeah, there's a lot,
Undisclosed amount of money.
they pay really well. There's a lot that happened tonight. I don't know how to start. Okay, I guess when you guys found me, I guess I'm sorry, first of all, that when you found me, I was kind of in a wreck. You know, it was out of my usual character because I kind of got hit with 3 really big pieces of information, and I didn't really know how to absorb all of it, so it just kind of came out, I guess, in a way that was unexpected. So sorry about that if I worried you guys. But okay, I guess this is what I learned, and I'll start with the most trivial first. Mia didn't want to leave me, was one of the big things that I found out. She was told that either she gets me out of the way or the people that she's working for now kill me. And so she did the only thing that she knew would work, and it did. It went away, but yeah, that's not important anymore. The things that we really need to focus on right now is that Io, still likes to believe that I'm in the business. They don't consider my contract void, even though the woman who sold me was considered dead.
Is she not dead?
Wait, you've told us who sold you, right?
Yes, I told you last episode. But yeah, Zira, I guess that brings me to number 3. My mom is alive, and she's helping the club to hunt me down. I am now labeled a loose end. But I guess that's not really what bothers me about all of this. Mia hinted that they may try to get to all of you in order to get to me. The club knows things about me if they're working with my mother. You know, because she knows everything about me. She knows my weaknesses. She knows how I function. She knows that I have a bad tendency to care a little too much and love a little too deeply. So if she's working with the club, she will probably use all of you to her advantage. However, oof. Jack gets really quiet.
Hey,
Well, I
it's
mean, they could
okay.
try to come after us. I dare them.
It would be foolish to kill a Dalmas.
It's a little bit more complicated than that now, being in the city with me. I don't know if authorities or hired henchmen are looking for me now because of what I did to my mom.
What'd you
I mean,
do?
we've been okay so far, but I gave my name to the club, and so now she knows I'm in the city. I was the one who killed her.
I totally called that. I'm gonna look at Nimble. I said, I called that.
It was an accident when it happened. But I didn't call for help, so.
I mean, I wouldn't either.
What she did to you and your brother, that was a kindness.
Okay, so. Let me tell you all what happened so that way you don't think that I just went and killed my mom. After a very long shift at IO, I came home, right? And apparently my gold income, even though it was fucking substantial, mind you, was not enough for Mother Dearest. So, behind my back and against her fucking word to me, she invited this, like, old gray-haired pervert into our house to have sex with my 13-year-old brother. I remember offering myself in exchange, for less amount of time and for more amount of time, I'm sorry, and for less gold, but he didn't want anything to do with me, and so then I begged my mother, and then when that didn't fucking work, I got angry. I tried to attack this man, and I remember my mom tried to hold me back that day, but I was so mad that I didn't realize how hard that I pushed her. I didn't realize that she stumbled and hit her head on the one piece of fucking furniture that we had in our house. And then the man got scared and ran. But I left her there bleeding out on the floor. I was young, I know, but I made a choice. And in her dying state, I saw an opportunity for freedom. I saw a better life for Gavin. I saw a life where I didn't have to do awful things to people for gold. And so I took the chance and I left her to die. It wasn't on purpose. But I made the choice to leave her there. And I thought I did what was permanent, and I was wrong. So I don't know who she's talked to, and I don't know what comes next.
Are you 100% sure that your mother is still alive and somebody's just not using her as a way to get to you?
I don't know. Mia is the one who told me. And honestly, neither one of us are the girls that we were 6 years ago. So I don't know. Maybe
she could have been told something that she doesn't even know if it's true or not.
You're right. She said she was gonna leave me a package at a small park under a large oak tree, and I needed to go pick that up. And she said it had information in it.
Well, I don't think you should be going anywhere alone. I think we should all go.
I don't think any of us should go anywhere alone if people are looking for us, me, or you.
I mean, the two rogues can go.
Yeah,
They're pretty stealthy.
I'm rogue.
I don't want us to separate, honestly.
You guys could watch from like a high rise. You could watch our little scampering, and then
I think I'm sneakier than you think.
Well, I mean, and I look at Zira and I go, "Yeah, you are, but not all of us." Catch my drift, Zira.
I am not terrible, okay?
I don't know. Maybe your dad's just right about me, Zira.
Sorry,
Good parents they are, I'm told, so. I don't know, maybe your dad's just right about me. Maybe my past is just something that...
Everybody has a past, and we should just all move forward.
Nimble's gonna, like, put her hand on Jax and be like, no one blames you.
Yeah.
I know, but I don't want to get you guys involved in this, honestly, and...
We're already involved.
I know, and that's why, if I'm being very honest with you, I've been thinking about leaving.
Can't go anywhere, sorry.
I mean, you were hired to do a job, right? We were hired to do a job.
I almost left back at the club. I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
Well, that would have been really rude after we bought you that cake and everything.
Yeah.
We have to go together now. You partook in the friendship cake.
True story.
I just really don't want anything to happen to you guys. You don't know how these people work.
Ah, we'll be fine.
You say that, Remy, but you don't know this world. None of you do.
No, but I
They're
know
bad people.
liars and cheaters and killers and I've seen it
People
all.
are worse than that.
We've already done a lot together. Why wouldn't we be here for you for this?
I
We
don't
had
know
to
what to
travel.
do.
We traveled to the Nether Realm for Zira's family. I think we can travel across town to go get a package.
I'm not talking about just the package, guys, but what comes after that? How far does this go? When does it end? I don't want this life anymore. I ran away from this shit on purpose. I left on purpose.
You can't run away from your problems.
It's not
Nim-
my problem. It's not
Nimble's,
me,
Nimble's
Remy.
gonna
That's
pull
not
out her
me.
dagger and be like,
It's a
so...
past that defines the choices of who you are today. You have to face it head on to make a better future for you tomorrow.
When did you become a fucking inspirational poster? When did this happen?
Papa Willie always said that to me.
I really want to meet your Papa Willie. He sounds like a brilliant man.
Oh my god, he's great. He helped my sister raise me.
Nimble's gonna pull out her dagger and be like, so what happens if your mom actually dies?
I'm gonna like slap her dagger down and be like, Nimble, shh, plan B, plan B.
I know she was a horrible woman, and she did horrible things, but she's still my mom.
She's still a human. Or a person,
And
I guess.
despite her being the absolute worst parental figure in the history of mankind, I learned a lot about life and struggle, and I wouldn't be me today if she hadn't beat me senseless on every other night. I don't owe her anything, but I remember. And it's a complicated issue. I'll think about it.
I think
don't
I
know.
get it. She gave you life at least, right?
If you call it that, yeah.
Jack, there is a kindness to you that is innate. Your mother had none of that for you. That's all you. She didn't.
I like to
What
think
you
that
endured because of that woman doesn't. That's not who defines you.
I know. I like to think that some part of me that's not like her came from my father. I don't know. I used to think, I wonder what he looks like, or if I have his nose or his eye color. It used to help me through a lot of stuff. I wonder if he's still alive, but I guess that's another journey for another time. For now,
Well, maybe. What
don't
if
know.
your mom really is alive? We go get this
Okay.
package, we find your mom, and see where your dad may be.
So there's two things we can do that I can honestly think of. And one I have been dreading, and I never honestly planned to even show you guys, but I do have a house here in the city. Well, a hut that I grew up in. And I don't know if she would be alive, if that would still be where she lived, or if it would have signs of her existence. I don't know. And then there's the package. But beyond that, I have no idea what to do right now. So,
Which do you
Here
think
we
is
are.
the safer option?
I think we get the package from Mia. And then if there's nothing in that, then we check the house.
Okay.
And if there's nothing there, then I have nothing for you.
Then we visit Mia.
I don't think Mia's an option anymore. She's working for some people that don't let her out of the... It was a miracle I even got to talk to her, honestly. So, Maybe in the morning after she puts the package where it needs to be. Maybe we get it early before the sun comes up. And then we see what we do from there.
We could always do a stakeout so that when she does come to deliver it, we're already with her. Because then she's already sneaking out by herself, right? And then she's not around other people.
Well, she may send somebody. I don't think Mia will do it. She's too high up there now, don't you know?
I don't know.
I think we need to find Ren. And this is going to sound really stupid, but this is something I've been thinking about. I think Ren needs to stay with us. I think the people who were attacking her because she's helped me. And I think people are looking for me now that I'm in the city. And they know that. So...
I think those people just seen a beautiful girl walking alone to go to the party and decided to kidnap her.
No. Nothing's that simple. But
You'd know more than I would. I don't know this place.
Lucky. Let's go to bed. And then in the morning, we'll get a package, see if we can find Ren, and see what happens from there.
We also need to learn more about who we're dealing with. I don't know what we're up against, and it would be good to learn more about these individuals. Did you learn anything about this drow?
The drow seem to recognize your name. We saw him, Zira. He was the one at the party.
But did he identify himself further with you?
No, there was no name, but maybe I'm hoping that's in a package or Mia told me something.
Okay.
She only referred to him as Sir.
I didn't see this drow at any point in time, did I?
No, he was in the room.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, we can clean up and then figure it out tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Glad everyone survived tonight. That's good.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Jack.
For what?
This is a lot. And
It's okay.
we're about to do something about it, so...
You know what, though? It's not so bad. Because... of you guys, so... I think I'll be okay now. Let's go to bed. Jack's gonna take off her stilettos and unzip her dress and just face plant.
Okay.
Zira's taking a bath.
Classic.
I'll take one in the morning. I guess while everybody's doing their nightly stuff, Jack's gonna work on her alphabet a little bit more, and she's gonna kind of stare at the letter that Nimble read out loud and just think a little bit before she goes to sleep. She'll bathe in the morning.
You should all be able to see the letter now. I put it in all of your journals so you can look at it.
Oh, cool.
Just like as if you were passing it around, essentially.
Expected letter.
Okay. So Jack's thinking about the letter, passed out. Zira's bathing. What about Nimble and Remy?
Nimble's gonna take a bath after Zira because she's still covered in lobster butter.
Are you going to wait for Zira, or?
Yeah, we'll wait till Zira's done.
Say Zira would not care.
Yeah, but Nimble knows you do your like trance thing and do whatever you do in the tub, so she's just like,
It'd be like
I'll
when
go in
siblings
The
bathe
deep
together when they're young.
condition.
yeah.
All right, and Remy.
Remy's gonna fake sleep on the bed
Okay.
until they go to sleep, and then go lurk around the castle, kind of get into shit.
Okay. Sure.
But she's only gonna spend like an hour and a half ish lurking around and like near her corridor.
Okay. All right, so Jack begins to fall asleep. Zira, you go about your bathing, your whole ritual, getting all the soaps and conditioners and shampoos that you can. Of course, taking your time, eventually finishing off and drying up. Nimble, you then go in and take your bath, your little splish splash that you do.
When
I'm
Nimble
gonna
comes
take
out
my
of
clothes
the
with me.
Okay.
They need to get washed.
Okay. When
when Nimble comes out of the bath, can I talk to her for 2 seconds?
Yes.
Sure. You hear splishing and splashing for a while before eventually it subsides and Nimble comes out soaking wet with wet clothes.
She
No,
bathed in her clothes?
I bathed in my clothes, but then I'm gonna try and like hang them up.
Okay.
Okay. She steps
She's
out just
pulling
sopping.
a Remy, dude.
She steps out just sopping wet.
Dude,
Yeah.
Jack's just in a bra and underwear right now. Like, she doesn't have night clothes. But
Jack
she's
can see
gonna go to Nimble and be like, okay, this is gonna be really weird, but, would it be okay if I slept with you tonight?
Yeah. And I'm gonna like jump in the bed with Jack.
You are still sopping wet, holding the wet clothes in your
No, I said I hung them up.
inside the bathroom.
Yeah.
You'd have to take time to set up something, but okay, sure. We'll say
I'll help her set up her clothes and everything before, after
it-
she says yes, I'll go to bed.
it will take longer just because it's a small enclosed room and the moisture is going to stay on it longer.
That's fine. Nimble has her normal clothes.
Okay.
She just wants her power suit cleaned.
I was gonna say, don't worry, Remy would have taken him down to the line she made outside.
Okay, we cool with that? Remy's gonna take the clothes?
Yeah, that's fine.
Sweet. Alright, so Remy goes in, takes the wet clothes from Nimble.
She's like, "You stupid Forest Gnome, what are you
I
doing?"
like how meticulous we are when we go to bed and when we wake up. Like, we have to tell exactly what we're doing.
Look,
before bed.
we are
no.
karma people. Look. We have a lot of
We're
charisma,
women.
and we have to have clean clothes to present that karma, okay, or the charisma.
So, yeah, once they go to bed, Jack is just gonna hold Nimble really close to her because she wants the contact right now, and so she's gonna pull her close like a teddy bear.
Yeah, Nimble's
she's-
fine with that. Nimble's just like curled up into a ball in her chest.
Okay. That's adorable. Okay. And the two of you doze off. Zira, at this point, what are you doing? Just meditating or?
Writing a letter addressed to my father. I'm typing it right now.
Okay.
And
Oh,
I'll DM you.
Yeah,
What I
no,
write.
totally.
secrecy.
Alright. Zira writes her letter. Remy, what are you up to? You go out with the clothes to hang them up.
Yeah, I'd come back and fake sleep until Zero went to sleep.
God, the two people who trans, they never sleep.
Okay, Zira, do you
Meanwhile, me and
eventually...
Jack are like,
Yeah,
"Yes, sleep."
As soon as she finishes,
just me and
she'll
Nimble,
go to
dude.
sleep. Or
Okay.
trance.
Zira's now trancing, the other two are asleep. Remy, what are you up to?
There's no openable windows in this room, right?
No.
Mm-mm.
I'm gonna go on the other side of the door and sit in front of the door, and I'm gonna read Nana's book.
Okay.
I miss Nana.
Very well.
Oh, I love that song. It's such a good song.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to do, or just reading for the night?
I'm sitting like directly in front of the door with the door closed, so that if
Mhm.
anybody tries to approach it,
Right.
I'm in their way.
Like keeping watch. I got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. We'll fast forward through the night then. It goes by. Jack, in your sleep,
Oh no.
as darkness takes over and fades in, you see sort of a vignette of darkness, and your chest, you recognize this as the dream before. Your chest tightens and you feel very anxious, getting ready for it. The darkness surrounds
rides
you
away on a
now.
motorcycle.
Yeah. The darkness growls to you and engulfs you, envelops your entire vision. Before you feel a heartbeat. Just a very faint, light, gentle heartbeat. And at first you think it's your own, but you realize it's not coming from you. It's coming from in front of you, and you feel this heartbeat pulsing, and it has this life energy, the sort of seems to clear your vision and writhe away the darkness. You relax more, become more peaceful, and everything is tranquil once more as the darkness subsides, and you have a relatively pleasant dream of you and Gavin sitting on a bench having a small snack of bread and enjoying the scenery of a lovely little pond.
I'm gonna cry.
Zira, however,
I had Nimble. Oh no.
in your meditative state, all goes as it normally does, very calmly, very methodically precise. Before this feeling that you don't often feel hits you. It's a wave of anxiety, and you begin to tense up, and you're trying to refocus on your meditation, but it keeps pulling you back, pulling you out into this other part of you that you try to avoid looking at. And you start hearing whispers all around you, things that you're not comfortable with hearing, things that kind of make you feel like you're lesser than, that you're not as good as you should be. And it begins to engulf every facet of your mind before you hear your mother's voice. Zira, dear, are you still awake? You can respond to this message.
Mother! Yeah! Yes, yes. I'm awake.
Oh, good! I'm so happy. How have you been?
Oh. Well, I've had quite the ordeal. So, Jack,
Go on.
Oh no.
we're encountering her past
Oh, delightful.
already. Wait, delightful.
Yes, absolutely. The more you know about your potential partners, the better.
True. What's not so delightful is she's concerned about our safety, and I'd love to have more information. So I'm writing this. I wrote this letter to Father, but maybe I should have written it to you.
I always have time for you, dear.
All right. What I do know is this drow is involved.
Oh, a drow. Do tell.
Okay, so he looks like this, and then I described his skinny form. And
Would you actually know what he looks like? Did you see him?
Yeah,
I did-
you told us.
I did see him. I just remember you called him thin.
He was
You
thin
saw him
with
at the
long,
party, at the
silvery,
festival,
blonde
right?
hair.
Yeah.
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 You did see him at the
Feminine
festival, and it can be expected that once Jack talks about him, he'd be like, "Oh, that's the guy from the festival."
Yeah,
So okay, you do know what he looks like, yeah.
I do know what he looks like. And he's been associating with this woman called Mia. Then I describe her with her curly hair. And
Mia.
yes.
Oh man, I knew that they were connected.
It's hard. It's hard to tell because this is all going from like mind to mind, right? It's telepathic, but you can just like tell she's gritting her teeth, and like her jaw is very tensed. Yes, tell me more about this Mia and the drow.
Mia seems to be in his fingers some kind of web, and warned Jack that they don't view her as being separate from IO anymore because her mother may be alive, the woman who is responsible for a former contract there. Perhaps not so former.
So, dear, let me get this straight. Jack, your potential partner, is directly connected to I.O., along with this Mia and some drow man?
Yes, Jack. When I met her, I didn't know that yet, and she said it's her past, so that's where it should remain. But her past is coming to haunt her and maybe trying to kill us. So we're trying to figure out what to do. And this Mio woman is leaving us some information to grab in the morning.
You get a very pointed and concise message next. Whatever this Mia tells you, do not trust her. She's with I.O., and us Dalmases do not trust those in I.O. Maybe one day we'll tell you more about what's going on, but as of right now, that's all I can say.
Okay. I'm so glad you said I don't need to trust her, because I already had a bad feeling.
Mm-hmm.
So, alright. Message received.
Although...
It's funny because they're messaging me right now.
Although... perhaps this could be a good thing.
Oh?
If you're able to... elicit some information about I.O., perhaps it can do the Dalmas family some good.
Okay. I like the sound of that.
Think of them as direct competition.
I could see that. We don't need that.
Of course not. Well, let me know if you find out anything more about these I.O. people. Feel free to write letters.
I'll still finish my letter. I'll just address everyone.
Of course.
Miss you, Mother.
Oh, I miss you too, dear. It already feels like it's been too long. Mummy needs her little dewdrop back soon, okay?
Agreed. I'll visit after this is sorted.
Right, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Well, take care, dear. I must head back to my bath.
I understand. Do enjoy.
Toodles! And that's the message cuts out.
Bye.
Alright. With your head kind of cleared by your mom, you're able to go back to your meditation where you left off and continue for the night. Remy outside. You don't notice anything at first, nothing particular. Monks begin passing, going from room to room about their business, it seems. One carrying a small metal object with incense smoke pouring out of it as he walks down the hall, chanting something very rhythmically and peacefully. Go ahead and roll a perception check for me, please.
It's a natural 20.
Alright. Very good.
I don't know if you can see it.
There it is. So, with a natural 20, you were able to discern that some of these monks seem to be a bit hardier than the rest. You can tell under their monk robes they do have what appears to be the like ridges and bumps of some sort of leather armor, perhaps, or hide armor beneath. And you do occasionally see points of small daggers. And on the ones that have the short sleeves or the sleeves rolled up, you do notice a marking resembling that of the IO branding. It's just every once in a while, one or two of them will pass by not paying attention to you or doing anything, just walking by about their business.
The monks?
Yes.
Fuck. Oh, shit.
You're muted.
How far into their sleep are they?
They're several hours in by now.
I'll leave it on. Can I like focus on like not reading my book and trying to listen to see if they're whispering anything?
Yeah, we'll say with a natural 20, most of them, it's usually just a single person. Different monk every time, it seems like, will go past. The singles don't say anything at all. They just kind of hum to themselves or chant very low rhythmically like the other monks. It seems to be some sort of prayer. When there is two of them that go past, they seem to be mumbling very quietly, whispering to each other, and they sort of get quiet as they come up to the room. But you do catch whispers of, like, this is the room, or, like, sort of, like, talking about what their next plan is, or just, like, shooting the shit, basically.
And do I get a count within like an hour of how many times two people pass doing that?
It seems to be random. There doesn't seem to be a pattern of when there's two or more.
Yeah, but do I count like if there's more than two people or if it's just the same two people?
It's different people every time.
Okay. I'm gonna stealth.
Okay.
With another natural 20.
Okay.
And then I'm
Nice,
going
those are
to,
good dice, fellow.
dude, like, I don't
fucked
know.
up.
Yeah. Should have kept them for yourself.
Right?
And then I'm going to slip inside and kind of wake Jack's shoulder. Like, kind of like, be like, Jack, wake up. Jack.
You're going to stealth into the room to wake Jack up?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, we'll say with a natural 20, you're not gonna unstealth to do that, but there's not a lot you can do to stay in stealth.
No, I wanted to stealth into the room so that they didn't see me going into the room.
Okay.
Because they all knew I was sitting there.
I see.
So I'm trying to buy a couple extra seconds from them noticing.
Okay, if they come around, they will be able to see that there's not a person
but I
sitting
just
there.
don't want them to see, like, a white-haired girl stand up randomly and walk into the room.
Sure. Okay.
And I'm gonna shake her on the shoulder, and I'm gonna be like, Jack, wake up! Jack, wake up!
Jack, you are risen awake by Remy.
Io is
Yes.
here. They're patrolling
Here?
They're patrolling as monks.
Our room?
Outside. They're patrolling around. They have leather armor on underneath their robes, daggers.
What do they want? Did you hear anything?
I couldn't. They kept saying this is the room. Something about another plan. They
Alright,
have
let's go.
brands. They have IO brands.
We gotta get out of here. We're about to break the
I'll
fucking
get
window.
Nimble. I'll get Nimble. You get Zira. Well, we can try to stealth out. You get Zira ready. I'll get Nimble.
Alright. You sure you don't want to just break the fucking window and climb down?
You want to cause that much alarm for them to come all rushing at once?
That's fair. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna crawl on the bed and I'm gonna shake Zira's shoulder. Hey.
And I will do the same to Nimble. But I'm gonna like keep like my hand on her mouth so she's not talking.
What is it?
Io is posing as monks. They're guarding the door. It
course
escalated
they
kind of
are.
quickly. We gotta go.
Okay.
Where are we going? I look at Remy. Where can we go?
Nimble, you're
What's the
also awake
last-
at this point.
Yeah, what's the last place they would check for you? At your home, maybe?
That's the only place I'd never go back to. Yeah.
That's where we need to go. I'm like digging through Nimble's backpack and just shoving random pieces of clothes on her right now. And I'm like, come on,
Alright.
Nimble, we gotta go.
Yeah, Nimble's like up and ready to go.
Time to go
You
home.
guys cover Zira going down the stairs. Sorry, Zira. The clicky heels, they give you away. I will try to get their backs turned toward me, asking about where Ren is. Just yeet it. I'll meet you guys out in the courtyard. And I'm gonna slip out the door.
Jack's gonna put her hair up, put on her boots, put on her tank top, shove, like, pack all her shit up. She's still wearing all her makeup, which is bad, but
Missing out on the bath. Oh no.
yeah,
I
it
just
sucks.
thought of that.
Alright.
And we're gonna try and get out of here without making a scene or being noticed.
I'm going to try to cause the distraction by walking up to the two guys that I recently saw and, like, have them, like, turn their backs towards the door talking to me, and I'm gonna be asking, like, if they know where Ren is, and if they know if I can get any food. Just random questions.
Who are you talking to? Just...
The two guys that I had just recently seen pass by the patrol.
Okay, they've already passed. They haven't come back around yet.
Yeah, I'm gonna go find them and try to get them talking to me.
Okay. So you
We're
go
gonna-
out and start looking for them, and the rest of you.
Yeah, we're gonna go out. We're gonna try and make our way out and avoid the traffic of their patrol route. Like, we're just trying to get out without these people that she described noticing us with their armor, the thicker people.
The thick people, right? Okay.
The thick people.
So each of you who's going out now will have to roll a stealth check.
I'm not
Okay.
stealthing. I'm going
Yeah,
out
right.
first ahead of them.
Yeah, I understand. So the other three, go ahead and roll a stealth check, and then also if you're looking out for this, because there's other monks as well. Like Remy noticed other monks who were just
Yeah.
monks going past.
14 plus 4, so 18.
Okay.
Natural 20 for 25.
Fuck off, really?
Okay.
I'm not the only one rolling natural 20s, dude. 20.
Oh my god, this is just gonna be me and Jack's campaign. Alright. I don't want to talk about this.
Is
You
it a
do it.
natural 1?
It is.
Oh, but mine might offset you, so we might.
I mean, I
average
have
out
plus
these
2,
three.
but
Okay.
still.
All right. So natural 20 and natural 1, and you said 14 plus what was it? Nimble?
4.
18. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I have an 18.
Okay, and whoever's keeping an eye, I guess Jack, whoever's keeping an eye out, go ahead and roll a perception
Okay.
to see if you can tell the difference between the monks.
Dude, I'm not even fucking joking. It's another natural 20 plus 3.
Oh!
Okay.
What the hell?
Okay.
My rolls are garbage.
It's okay, it happens. You had good rolls last time, so good pickup.
We've rolled 20.
Is there any way that I could
This
use my
dice has always been so
feature,
mean to me. I'm shook.
Which one?
fishing tail?
Oh, nice.
Yeah?
Compelling tale.
Cool.
Ooh.
I mean, they're gonna listen to you. Yeah, sure. You will still have to roll a performance, I think.
Do I really?
Let me see real quick.
It's not magical.
It's a once a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's once a day, and they have to be willing listeners, so you will have to convince them to listen to you first. But if you can do that, then yeah. And we're just trying to
believe-
distract them, right?
Yeah.
So, if you can RP it, you okay, we'll say you find the two patrolling, they've walked down the distance now, they're sort of just standing next to each other quietly. You approach them, and what do you say?
I was wondering, good sirs, good men, monk that you are, if you would perhaps listen to my short tale and tell me if it might possibly be good enough to start writing into a book.
Ooh.
They both turn to you, look at each other, look back at you. Go and roll a persuasion check.
Okay. I have a story if you insist. Say 13 plus 13. Persuasion. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
Okay. 17. Okay, so they both look at you. Go on.
Okay. I'll do the short one because I don't want to do the really long one. A young guy from Seabrook moves to Third Marsh and goes to a big everything under the roof store looking for a job. The owner says, "Do you have any sales experience?" The kid says, "Yeah, I was a salesman back home in Seabrook." Well, the boss liked the kid, so he gave him a job. "You start tomorrow. I'll come down after we close and see how you did." On his first day on the job was rough, but he got through it. After the store was locked up, the boss came down. "How many sales did you make today?" he asked. The kid says, "One." The boss says, "Just one? Our salespeople average 20 to 30 sales a day. How much was the sale for?" The kid says, $101,237.64. The boss says, "What? What the heck did you sell?" The kid says, "First I sold him a small fish hook. Then I sold him a medium fish hook. Then I sold him a larger fish hook. Then I sold him a new fishing rod. Then I sold him then I asked him where he was going fishing, and he said down by the coast. So I told him that he was going to need a boat. So when we went down to the boat shop, and I sold him a boat out back. Then he said he didn't think his mule would pull it. So I took him down to the stables where the horses are and sold him a quarter horse." The boss said, "A guy came in here to buy a fish hook and you sold him a boat and a horse." The kid says, "No, he came in here to buy a lot of that time of the month linens for his wife." And I said, "Well, there goes your weekend." End of story.
Go ahead and roll a performance check for me, please.
That's a 17 plus 2, 17, 18, 19.
You're rolling so well today, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm rolling.
How much was it total?
17, 18, 19.
19?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, the first one, who hasn't said anything to you yet, just stares at you completely dumbfounded.
Period jokes. Ha!
You're welcome. You're welcome.
I don't get it. And he turns around and just starts to ignore you. The other one looks at you, the same blank expression.
What do you give him a thumbs up?
And just begins cracking up in front of you.
But they were distracted, right?
Yeah, they were definitely distracted.
Awesome.
Mission success.
That's good. You should definitely make that into a story.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. And I'm gonna start doing like little bows.
Now get out of her face. And then he turns back to his monk and they begin walking off,
That was a good distraction, though.
coming back around towards the room. Alright.
I will stealth my way out.
Go ahead and roll a stealth
16,
check.
17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
21? Okay.
21.
21.
21.
You're stupid.
Stupid.
Okay, the three of you now. Where are you heading to?
Out.
I told them I would meet them in the courtyard, like the outer
Yeah,
area.
we're getting out of the building.
Yeah.
The courtyard is in the center of the area. It's like a central garden.
Well, I meant like outside the, like not like middle, the outside courtyard, like the court of the yard. You know what I mean?
Like in front of the church?
Well, yeah, and it has like the gravel and shit. No, from the map.
We're meeting outside.
Okay.
Well, I was referring to the map that was on the screen. The courtyard-looking area.
Oh, okay, so you're meeting outside of the church.
Yeah.
Off the grounds. Outside the premises. Alright, the three of you head there. Looking around for Remy, you don't see her. Remy, you're able to make your way back now. If you'd like done stealth, go for it.
I'll just stealth up and give a thumbs up.
Did we make it out?
It seems like you did in fact make it without getting noticed,
Sweet.
as of right now.
I don't trust this.
As soon as we meet up, I'm not going to waste any time. I'm going to start leading them to the one place I would never want to go back to ever again.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep a lookout
Yeah, so am
behind
I.
us, in front of us.
Okay. You all follow Jack as she leads you through the dark streets. It's just now starting to crest daylight. You can almost start seeing things. It seems like a thick fog has rolled in from the nearby lake. I'll go ahead and move you to the above view. The nearby ocean, rather, seems to bring in this huge fog that covers the entire city. It takes a good amount of time, but Jack, you do know where your home is, and eventually... Where'd I put it?
Oh, you actually did a hut, Matt? Holy shit.
Well, somewhat. You reach the edge of a cliff overlooking the sea, and you come across this tiny little home.
Aww.
I'll take it. That's nicer than what I thought in my head. I'll definitely take it.
This was previously made by a sort of Masons Guild as a memorial to the church. There are gravestones on site, so it was also kind of like a gravekeeper's hut, essentially, which lowered the price significantly. Eventually, the previous owner who took care of the cemetery passed away, coincidentally, and it was open for your mother to then take at a much reduced price.
I lived in a graveyard. That's cool.
Kinda, yeah.
Alright, cool. Can I just kind of check around the building first, make sure there's nothing crazy going on?
Yeah, so looking around,
Or...
the doors are boarded up completely. And it seems like it's been this way for a while now, actually. The wood that's boarded up the doors rotting away and waterlogged in this mist. All the windows have been broken and shattered and now boarded up as well. There doesn't seem to be an easy way in. You could try prying off the wood if you'd like.
Can I go to a window that's in the back, something that's not obvious from a street view or anything, and
Right.
can I try and take out some of the boards to enter through a window?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, we'll say you take the time and you're fairly strong, so you manage to pull away the rotting boards and eventually open up a window. There are shattered, broken glass around it, so there's potential damage to be taken, but it's open.
Can I wrap my hand in my fighter wraps, and then can I kind of just clean out as much as I can for my friends so they don't get hurt, and then try to get my way in there?
Yeah. You managed to kind of just like move the glass out of the way and break it down so it's much kinder to soft bodies.
Yeah.
Can I just hand Nimble through the window so she doesn't have to deal with any of that shit?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'll take
you managed to climb through whoever's going through, eventually.
I'll go through first.
Alright. Unfortunately, I don't have an inside, but I do have the
Oh,
outside.
it's fine. It's fine.
I'll bring up the rear. I'll help Zira go through.
Thank you.
Alright. Inside, the first thing that you notice in this completely dark room is just this strong smell of mold and musk that immediately infiltrates your nose. If you take the time to light something, there are a couple candles around still that have been left in place. You can use dancing lights, whatever.
Yeah, I'll just use dancing lights.
Okay.
Remy's gonna stay outside the window.
Nothing bright. We don't want anybody to know we're here, so maybe we just light a candle.
I like it dark, so fine with me.
Yeah, we'll see if we can light a candle and just put it somewhere on the floor in a corner so it just casts a very soft glow.
Nimble with her dark vision. Wait, it's dark in here?
Right.
It's not quite pitch black, but you can see it like it's dim light.
Us normies. Ooh.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So you look around. The floor is very squishy as you step on it. There are still some wooden frames of what looks to be like a single bed in there, severely rotted and damaged. Yeah, you can just like the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. There's like moisture dripping from the ceiling, and you just get breezes, and the distance you hear a pirate outside, of course, somewhere along the sea. Yeah, I mean it's a rather normal room. There's not a lot in there. There's a table, there's the bed, there's just random scraps of rubbish all over the floor. Most of it has decayed.
You all watch as Jack kind of very slowly walks around the house, and even though everything's dirty and dusty, she kind of traces her fingers along furniture and things that she remembers. Is there anything of Gavin's that was left here?
Yeah, I was actually about to say something.
Okay.
Walking around, tracing your hand along the different furniture that you remember, your foot does catch on something on the ground, hidden below the debris.
What is it?
Picking it up, you brush away the gunk and the leaves and the mildew that's gathered, and you recognize it as a very simple cloth doll that Gavin used to have.
She'll kind of pick it up and look at it and try to clean off its little clothes, and she traces its little eyes, and she smiles very sadly at it.
It's a very simple, like, humanoid figure with stitched on eyes and mouth, made of cloth, but still hanging together, very wet. You can go ahead and add that to your inventory if you'd like.
Install. Yeah. I will take it.
Okay. The rest of you coming in, you also notice the strong stench of mildew and mold. The moisture in the air as the fog begins rolling in through the open window.
So, welcome home. Yeah.
What would you all like to do in this place? Oh, Zero, I think you might be muted. That's why, sorry.
It's fine. Thanks for letting me know. I'm sure if it was cleaned up, this place could almost be cozy. Sorry, this song, I love it. It's distracting.
Is this the love scene song?
For those watching at home, I do have the music bot muted. We were playing different music, you and I together.
Sorry.
Me and the
That's 'cause
viewers.
I have Dragon Age music going and I fucking love it. So.
Yeah.
But...
Just in case you're confused as to why she likes abandonedmail.mp4.
No!
Jack looks over at Zira and goes, I think we could probably clean this place up for a year and it will never feel comfy. So, I wouldn't worry too much about it for now. So, I find that now we're kind of on the run, and we don't really have a plan. And I really don't like having you guys in this situation. It's not safe. This is very uncomfortable for me right now. It's one thing when I did this alone, but...
If you were alone, what would you do?
I'd probably leave. I'd just pack up all of my shit and do what I did the first time. And I wasn't found, and I started a different life, a different path. But
Well,
it's
that
different
didn't work. So we need a different approach, and this time you have friends who can help you.
But what are we doing, Zira?
I think we need to gather more information. Right now, they have more of the jump because they know more. That doesn't need to be that way.
Where do we start? Do we go get that package? The sun is coming up.
Do you think everyone is against us at IO? Do you have some allies? Or are they all...
IO, it doesn't work like that. It's higher ups and workers. It's patrons and escorts. There's nothing in between. I had bosses, I had patrons, I had people I worked with, and I had Mia. And none of that went well. I had Huey, but he's more of an informant, and honestly, I don't want to go back there. So maybe we go get that package?
Okay. Let's do
Maybe
that.
we wait here a little bit, and then we head that way? Do we go now? I don't know.
I don't want to be there when the exchange is made. Maybe we should have Remy grab it. She's the most sneaky of us.
No, we don't. If
No,
anybody's gonna go by themselves, I'll go.
We'll all be near. We can just...
I can get it. I can meet you guys back here.
No, we're all gonna go there with you, no matter what. That's not the part I was worried about. What if it's rigged somehow?
I don't think Mia would do that to me. It was intense, what we had. It was talking about leaving this shitty place and having a house and having kids that had her hair and my freckles. It was... I don't think she'd do that to me. She owes me that much.
We don't know what people are capable of until the moment comes. That said, yeah,
What does
we
that
should
mean?
just...
What's that face?
We just need to be careful.
Well, I know
You said it
that.
yourself regarding IO and how we can't really trust anyone there.
Mia would not fuck me like that. She wouldn't.
Alright.
What are you not telling me?
It's not that I'm not telling you anything, it's just... This whole situation is very... There's an angle we're missing, and I'm not sure what. I want to know more. And I am curious about that letter that was sent to us regarding work. I think it could be an opportunity.
No. Absolutely fucking not. We're not signing the letter. We're not working for them. You're not working for them. You're a fucking Dalmas. Your father would kill me.
I thought it was for going on adventures to get...
You don't go on an adventure by working as a fucking whore, Zira.
The letter didn't seem to say, let's be whores.
What else do you think I was good at, Zira?
I'm talking about the letter we just received.
I know, and they're familiar with how I worked. What did you think that entailed?
A particular set of skills. None of us showed any propensity for that work.
I'm telling you what the work is. It's not just whoring, sure. No. We're not signing the letter.
Okay.
Jack's gonna just get out of the house.
Okay. Going anywhere in particular or just out?
She's just walking right now.
Alright. After this confrontation, you see Jack crawl back out the window and leave into the mist.
Nimble's gonna look at Zira and be like, should we let her go alone?
I'm gonna stealth once I get out. I wanna just leave.
Okay, go and roll a stealth check.
Out here.
Go and roll a stealth check for me, please, Jack.
19 plus 5, 24.
Okay. If you're keeping watch, you can go and roll perception for me, Remy. If you're trying to, see if Jack goes.
I got a 19.
Total?
No, 17 total, sorry. I read the wrong one. 17.
Okay. So Remy keeping watch outside. Jack, you do notice that Remy is out there, and you sneak away while she's looking in a different direction. Just heading alongside the cliffside.
I was stealthed outside.
Right, unfortunately for you, I guess, Jack rolled a higher stealth check than your perception, so. Okay. Zira, Nimble, you're inside. Nimble, you asked if you should follow.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I should go out there. It's your decision, Nimble.
Can you push me through the window?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, Nimble, are you gonna try to follow?
Yeah, but I'm gonna stealth as well.
Okay, so go ahead and roll a perception to see if you can find Jack before she disappears, and also a stealth check. Whatever you roll, it could be either one. Just pick it and then let me know.
Perception, I got 18 plus 1, 19. And then stealth, 15 plus 4, 19.
Okay. So with a 19, you go out. You don't quite see where Jack went. You know she went out somewhere. Doesn't seem to be anyone outside. Remy, you also don't notice Nimble outside now. She's stealth. How are you stealthing right now, Nimble?
Well, I stealthed like while I was behind the house.
Mm-hmm.
And is there like any path that leads anywhere on this side of the house?
There's a path from the front entrance going back to the city.
And then, like, you know how you can see where people have walked over, like, the grass?
Yeah,
multiple
the
times?
grass doesn't really grow as well near the short rock wall, but it goes in both directions.
This is love scene. Sorry, it's the music.
I mean, you could try to roll a nature check if you want to discern if you can, or survival, either one if you want to discern where she, like her footprints perhaps.
Okay, I'm gonna do nature.
Okay.
Wow, 3 plus 4, 7.
Unfortunately, with how moist the ground is, it all seems to kind of mesh together. Whenever somebody steps in, it gets filled in immediately.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go to the rock wall, at least, because I know that much.
Okay.
And then I'm just gonna, like, come out of stealth and quietly just be like, Jack! Jack, where are you?
Okay. Are you being... Okay, so... We'll say, for RP's sake, you'll say stealth, but because you're speaking out, Remy will be able to hear you.
Okay.
Jack, by this point you're pretty far gone, but if you want to try to roll a perception to hear Nimble, go ahead. It would be at disadvantage.
Sure.
Okay.
Oof. It's an 11 total with disadvantage. I rolled an 8 plus 3.
Okay. Yeah, so unfortunately you don't hear Nimble, but Remy, you do hear Nimble. Remy, you're muted. Sly?
She probably had to step away real quick because
Yeah,
the
I
kids.
think so. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, Nimble's just gonna kind of stand there, kind of waiting, hoping that...
Why don't we go ahead and take a quick break here? I think this is a good time. We've been going for about an hour and a half-ish.
Already? Holy shit. Okay.
It's been about an hour and a half. We're going to take a quick 10-15 minute break. So I'll see you all at
Let's
either...
do 10, because then we get sluggish.
I'll see you all at either 7:05 or 7:10, somewhere in between there, please.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Cool. See you soon.
Sorry,
Okay, and we're back.
That's hilarious, though.
Totally fine. Alright, so we left off. Jack disappeared into the mist. Zero is still inside
No.
of Jack's home.
She's not gonna go far. She just has a temper, and Zero made her upset. So she's just gonna find a place that's quiet, very close by the water. Like, honestly, if somebody looked hard enough, they could probably see her. But she's probably just down by the water somewhere,
Zero.
looking at the doll.
Honestly, I'm still just like, am I still like out front here?
Well, okay, let me finish the what happened because we had some people gone. Jack disappeared into the mist. People stealthed, don't know where she went. Zero's inside the house. Nimble went out to follow, also stealth, and is now looking for tracks of Jack. Began whispering out loud to the air for Jack. And Remy was able to hear Nimble whispering out loud and is now heading in that direction. That's where we left off.
Okay.
So Nimble and Remy, are you searching for Jack?
Did I find Nimble?
Yes.
I was just standing by the like rock wall.
I'm gonna stop Nimble and be like, we need to go back to the house. Jack won't leave us to deal with problems of her past. She just needs time to figure stuff out. And the best place for her to find us is back where we were.
But she shouldn't be out there by herself.
And there's nothing that we can do about that. That this is Jack's problem, and we have to let her have space on it. We need to be.
Nimble's just gonna look down and like take little tiny steps back towards the house.
I'm gonna just scoop her up because the tiny steps don't work for my long legs, so I'm scooping her up. We're walking back, but I am gonna keep an eye out in front and around me.
Okay. Are you searching for?
I'm actively searching to see if anybody is looking at us, like strangely, or heading towards the house in any way.
Okay. Yeah. Even if you roll high, it doesn't seem to be anyone around. There's a lot of fog coverage in the area, so it's kind of hard to make out. But even if you were to roll high, like, there's nobody around right now.
I'm gonna whisper to Nimble, time to rogue shit up, and I'm gonna go in stealth with her on my shoulders. Heading back.
Okay.
It's 24 because I rolled a 17.
Nimble's gonna stealth too. 15 plus 4, 19.
And you're heading back into the house?
We're heading back to the house. Yes.
Oh, okay. You're right outside. So.
Well, I don't know how far she traveled. That's why I said I'm gonna stealth to the window, and it's up to her if she wants to go in. But I'm staying at the window.
Okay.
I'll go inside.
As far as you can tell, you've now made it to the window unseen.
And I'm staying outside stealth while she goes inside.
Okay. Nimble, you are now inside. Remy, you are still outside.
And I'm just gonna sit here and wait for Jack to come back, because I know she wouldn't leave us with this kind of shit.
Yeah.
Jack's gone. Meet my new character.
Yeah, right. A stranger walks in through the window. Jack, would you like to introduce you?
Dude, there's no way Jack would leave her past on our shoulders. There's no way. There's just no way. Okay, what I get from her, she's not that kind of person.
Maybe you don't know Jack well enough.
Well, what Remy sees is that's what she sees.
Who currently has the letter?
I do.
You took it back with you?
I was looking at it before I slept, and I kept it with my stuff.
Okay.
I was comparing it with my alphabet. Yeah, I have it.
Okay. Nimble, what are you doing with Zero?
Nimble's just sitting on the floor by the window, waiting for Jack to come back.
Zira's pacing back and forth.
Okay. Jack, you are down by the ocean water, the waves gently lapping on the shore, the rocky shore. It's very calming. What are you doing?
She's looking at the doll that she found from Gavin, that was in the house, and she's miserable right now. The whole thing is miserable. She's thinking about the fact that somebody that she likes very much is suggesting to work for the people that she hates the most. And she she's just distraught. Like she's just distraught about a lot of stuff right now. She's upset. She has a bad temper, and it got the best of her right now. So instead of saying anything she was going to regret later, she removed herself from the situation.
Okay. So just...
And she's just looking at the doll right now. Yeah, she's trying her best not to cry like a big old sissy, but she's just thinking right now. She'll take a little bit to take a breather, and then she'll probably head back.
Okay. This amount of time does eventually go by. Jack's able to cool off and sort of center herself again. Feels ready to go back. You begin heading back towards the house. Go ahead and roll a perception check for me, please.
Sure. My phone's up.
Remember, you're still outside.
Not the best. It is an 11 plus 3, 14.
14? Okay. Remy, you're still outside, right? Keeping watch. Go ahead and roll a perception check for me as well, please.
That's a 13.
Okay.
Bye, guys.
Dude, I am the worst watchdog. Holy shit.
Alright. Jack, you walk back up. You make it to the house. Feeling like you've been unseen. You're now at the back of the house where the window is open. You can hear Zira inside pacing, and Nimble's probably playing with the dirt, scrawling around. What would you like to do?
Accurate.
I'll just kind of take a look at him from outside of the window. And then just... I guess go back in.
Okay. You are now inside. Jack, Nimble, you both see... Or, Zira and Nimble, you both see Jack enter the building now, in front of you.
Nimble's just gonna kind of look at her. A little sad that she, like, took off during this by herself.
How are you?
Fine. I'm fine.
Should we get going soon?
Sure. Yeah. Jack will go back out the window.
Wait, where are we going?
I guess we're gonna go pick up the package.
Do we have a plan for that?
Nope. Fucking reaching for... I don't know what the fuck we're doing, Nimble. This is why I didn't want to do any of this. I don't know what we're doing. We're gonna get ourselves fucking killed. But here we are, pretending to be badasses again.
Don't you dare bring up the forest.
Let's just go.
Wait, but we need to talk about this. What are we gonna do?
I don't know.
Do we want to stake out the place first?
That would be wise.
Emmy's really good at stealthing.
She is. I don't even know where she is right now, but I'm sure she's around.
Well, she brought me back inside, so she has to be outside.
Okay, now that... Remy! Okay, good. You're fine.
Just peeks her head through the window.
My head's in the window. What's up?
We're thinking about leaving now to go pick up the package Mia may have left us.
Do I notice how Jack is feeling about this plan?
Dude, Jack doesn't hide her face well. She's just... She's not happy.
What is Jack's feelings on this plan?
It doesn't matter. I just want this done.
Well, it wouldn't be smart to just rush in. We should make sure no one's watching
know.
in case it's a
I
setup.
know. I'm sorry. I'm
we
on
sure
edge right now, honestly. I don't mean to be upset with you guys, and I really am sorry. I just...
How
It's a
about
touchy
we all
subject.
come back in here and we can all talk about what we're gonna do so that we don't go into this blindly.
Yeah.
Remy
Okay.
will crawl in.
Remy, are you willing to stealth and stake out the area?
I don't see why not.
Okay.
That's if it's okay with Jack being. This is kind of sensitive for her.
Well,
Honestly,
I'm thinking it wouldn't be smart if we all walked up to get the package. We could watch out, you know?
I'll get it. Because if it is trapped, if anything is fucked up, I don't want to risk Remy. It's my business, it's my past. I dragged you into it. I'll pick it up.
Well, I mean,
No.
you could pick it up, but at least let me stealth with you to the point of picking it up. You shouldn't be going alone either.
Okay.
Yeah, and me and Zira can keep an eye out in case we see anyone coming.
We can watch,
Okay.
and I can heal if anything should go wrong.
I know this is sensitive, but a quick question: Are we sure we should be trusting this girl that's talking about this package? Or dropping this package off?
You all don't know her.
I don't. That's why I'm asking you.
And I know what she did was shitty, but she did it coming from a good place.
Hey, I'm gonna hold my hands up and be like, hey, you know, if you trust her, I will I trust in you to trust her, and I will
know that
follow
she's
your
a
lead.
different person now, but I mean,
I think it's still smart if we act cautiously in
Yeah.
case she was put up to this.
I know what you're saying. And you know what? It is logical. I don't think she would do that to me after everything.
All right,
But then
you
again,
guys have
she
it.
doesn't owe me anything, so, and I don't owe her anything.
Well, we can have
Let-
this. You can get the package, and then do we want to maybe come back here? Or how should we come back? Because we don't want to be followed.
We don't want to directly come back. We want to. What if we make a lapse, go back to the church, do a run around, and sneak back out again? Because that's where they think we are.
But aren't those guys there?
Well, we don't go in the church. We just act like we're gonna go in the church.
I don't think we need to make anything more difficult than what it is. We got out without being noticed. They don't know where we are, so there's no need to go back and give them even the slightest chance of spotting us. I think when we come back, we just come back, but we just be smart about it.
I am
I
worried
don't-
about Ren. I think we should check up.
I honestly, I have a
other
bad
people.
feeling.
I forgot my clothes.
Oh, they're hanging out in the courtyard.
Yeah.
They should be fine. Mine hung there for like 2 days.
Oh no, the power suit, rip.
Honestly,
If you
after
did
I was
want to see if Ren is there, that would be a good excuse. I can go get my clothes. And I'm tiny. I could sneak in there.
I can sneak in.
Let's go get the package. Let's play it by ear first. Let's do that, and then we'll go.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go find this small park with a large oak tree and keep my eyes out for this package and people watching.
Do we even know, like, the general area where this park is?
She made it seem like I knew where it was, so I'm assuming that I do.
You've been there
Hmm.
before, Jack.
I was gonna
Okay.
wonder if it's like a secret rendezvous you guys had or something.
Yeah, you two have been there before in the past.
Okay.
Alright.
Also, it was like a place for us. Okay.
Yeah, I'll DM you real quick to kind of
Uh-oh.
because Jack would definitely have an idea of what this place is.
Okay. I love this goddamn bard. Dude, I would go into the inn in Dragon Age so many times just to hear this chick sing, like you have no idea.
Again, for those at home, they're talking about a different song that's playing.
It's so
Unfortunately
good, dude.
copyrighted. Okay, I sent you the DM, but yeah, okay, so you head out. You're all following Jack currently as you walk. It takes a good amount of time. The fog is still in the air, but more light's coming through. You see more sunlight. People are passing you, give you a nod, a wave, good morning, that kind of thing. Before eventually you do come across.
Can I be stealthing the whole time because I don't want to be seen even approaching the park?
Sure, go and roll a stealth check for me, please.
Yeah, because I was gonna say,
I
since
think we're all trying to be pretty.
Yeah. I got an 18 plus 7, 18, 19, 22, 23.
20? If you're all trying to stealth, go
25.
and roll stealth checks for me.
I think we're just trying to be inconspicuous in general.
Well, I was gonna say, if me and Zero are gonna, like, keep a lookout on the perimeter, then we should probably be stealthed, right?
Probably.
That are hanging back a ways.
Yeah.
So, as Jack goes to find this package, she goes with a natural 1 stealth.
I have
Oh
a
my God.
25.
I have an 18.
I have a 16.
I have a 6 total, though.
Okay.
The game said fuck you after 2 nat 20s.
Alright. Alright, you head down. You do eventually come across this park with a single tree, a small patch of grass, a single tree. That's literally the entire area. In the distance, you can see more trees. There are further down multiple parks, but they're all segmented by different strips of industry.
Nimble's gonna, like, crouch in whatever foliage she can,
Okay.
and, just, like, scan the area back and forth while Jack approaches.
And you said it's still foggy, right?
It's beginning to lift. There's a bit of, like, mistiness.
Morning fog.
But
Yeah.
I can follow Jack pretty closely then, right?
Yeah.
Bitch, I rolled a natural 1. You could be blind and find me.
Yeah, you can hear
Well,
her
I
stomping
mean,
through the.
I'm-
Yeah.
I'm talking about I can follow you pretty closely even though you rolled a nat 1. I wouldn't be revealed because of it, because of the fog. Got it.
People would be so distracted
Lock it
by Jack and how loud
Okay.
she is. To yeah. Okay, you've made it to the park.
Because I want to stay within like a 5 to 7 feet range of her.
Mm-hmm.
So she put it in the place where we first kissed.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow, goofy. Jack's gonna go up to it
You would
with
know
her
where
nat
it is.
1.
I mean.
Yeah, I guess I do. So I'm
What?
gonna go up to there and pick it up.
While she's grabbing it, can I look around for anybody watching her?
Yeah, go ahead and roll a perception check.
Can I, too? Because I'm in the back, like, scanning the area.
Our whole purpose.
Whoever would
here.
like to, go ahead and roll a perception check.
That's just
Yeah.
a
Jack,
straight
You walk up
16.
to the tree. It's just a very normal looking tree.
18.
But taking your time to kind of look around the base, you do notice. It almost blends in perfectly, but you do notice little bits of paper. And as you kind of clear away the dirt and dig it up, there is, in fact, an envelope. A very plain, cream white envelope. With, like, a little bump sticking out of it. Very slight.
Take it.
All
I'd
that's
kick it
all that's
first.
written on it is a J.
That's all I knew how to read. She doesn't know that I know my name now. Yeah, she'll take it.
Okay. Alright. You now have the envelope. What were the perception rolls, please?
16.
18.
23.
23.
Zero taking her job serious here, boys.
I don't have shit for perception, man. I am a stealthy person with very lacking in the looking around ability.
Okay. You all notice, those on lookout, that there are now people walking around. They just look like normal commoners. They do have armor and weapons of various sorts, but nothing really stands out as far as you can tell.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. What are you doing now?
Get the package and meet back up with the group, and I guess walk back to the hut. Stealthily.
Okay. Jack, you go back to where you left the party.
Quote unquote.
The group can see you and hear you coming with their natural one very easily. They kind of direct you where they are.
I'm not.
Okay. Well, I mean to group up. So, are you all heading back now? Is there anything anybody wants to do here? Anywhere else you'd like to go, or just back to the house?
Is there like a mail place nearby?
Like a post office? You could find a post office, yeah. Okay.
I mean, if there's time, I'd like to send this letter to my family.
They'll never find us in a post office, Jack.
Is that sarcasm?
I am not sure.
Remy looks like she wasn't being sarcastic and then goes, yeah, ha, so funny. I'm hilarious, I know.
Let's go send whatever you need. It's fine.
Okay. You all walk around for a bit before eventually coming across the post office. Go inside, there's a single clerk. Elderly fellow. Glasses.
Hello. There's a letter I'd like to send, sir.
Of course. He gives you a form. It's basically where to, your name, the recipient's name, just like information.
Remy's gonna viciously scribble on a piece of paper and also send out mail.
Okay. So.
And I will DM you.
I'll DM you too. I didn't quite finish the letter.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Jack's gonna send a letter to Nana that says Jack, cow, and cake.
Alright. Okay, so Zira, you're sending this to your family, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You return the slip. What's the location that you're sending it to? How are you writing this down?
Well, I assume I would know of where to send it. That was proper.
Okay. You give the Dalmas
Why not?
family address.
No, I wanted to be like this secret chamber or anything.
Right. No, I mean, that's where Mel gets sent to. It is a well-known fortress.
Yeah.
The clerk is smiling at you, takes the form back, looks down, and just the smile completely disappears. All color drains from their face. And they just kind of sit there for a little bit.
It's gonna cost extra.
Right away, Miss Delmas. Free of charge. And he takes the envelope, puts it away.
That is
I'm
nice.
gonna hold my letter up and be like, you know, I'm really good friends with her.
Okay, go ahead and roll a persuasion check. Zero, are you helping with this in any way?
I will help.
Okay, kind of just nodding along and be like,
my friend.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
No fuck.
20.
That's a 20.
Jack's in the background going, how do you spell Nana?
Oh, I'll show you.
Okay, the clerk just kind of nods along, takes your envelope or your letter, Remy, and then just puts it with the other one. And the form.
Remy's gonna look back at Jack and go, it's the last letter of your last name and the second letter of your first name. Over and over again.
Got
That's
it.
true. Got it.
It just says Nana. There's no actual address because she doesn't know how the fuck to do this. So she just wrote Nana on the front of the envelope.
I will
Right.
I will help her write the address on the
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. You go and help Jack write the letter to Nana.
She's struggling.
Okay.
Do you want to say anything else besides Nana?
No, I already did it. It says Jack, cow, and cake.
I added a cow.
I'm gonna write down at the very bottom, P.S.
Thank you.
Jack's learning to write. Love, Remy.
Yeah.
Okay. You
And
hand
I'm
the
gonna look at
form.
Jack, just so she knows what it means.
Oh, I thought that was pretty obvious. No, that's good. Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine. If you want to be more blatant with it, sure.
You go ahead and hand the form and the letter to the clerk, who kind of looks at the three of you, looks at Remy, and looks back at Zira. This one too.
Yes, please.
Very well. Takes it, puts it with the other two.
I'll tip him.
I'm gonna shake his hand and be like, "You are such a good worker, man. This place is so clean."
He's just grinning broadly. It looks a little fake, but he's just like, whatever it takes to get you guys in and out of here as quickly as
I'll
possible.
tip him a gold. Here's a gold.
Oh shit!
Remy's gonna be like, "What's your name, by the way?"
His eyes grow wide, and he stares at this single piece of gold that's now sitting in front of him from Adalmas. It's fine, thank you.
All right. And she just leaves.
My name's Tano.
Nice to meet you,
Tano?
Tano.
Yes.
Do you have
Please.
a last name, Tano?
I do. You want to know my last name? The Dalmas wants to know my last name? Of course.
Yeah.
Why? Have I done something wrong?
Of course not. I just want to recommend your postal service to other people.
Sleep with an eye open. And Jack's gonna walk out.
Right.
I might happen to know an acquaintance of yours, Nick Sands.
Oh yes, of course, Mr. Sands.
Cut.
Yes,
Cousin
he's
to
worked.
Comic
He's worked
Sans,
for.
yeah.
He's worked for us, several times, and I just want to, make sure
Yeah,
I get
he
all
is-
the last names.
He is an employee here, yeah.
Great employee.
He like he looks down, really contemplating giving you his last name because he doesn't know what you're gonna do with it. But he sheepishly. Ibao.
About?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I will make sure to recommend your postal service wherever I go.
Here we go. Bob
Thank
Shack.
you. Anything else I could do for you today?
Yes, if you ever visit Third Marsh, make sure you visit
Oh, my fucking
Bob's Shack. It's a great industry.
I'll make sure to do that.
God. It's raining super hard here.
Alright, toodaloo.
Good day. Mr. Moss gives you a nod. He gets like the agony in his face is so obvious. He's just really trying to like contain himself. I don't have
Sarah
a
was just
breakdown.
standing by the door like,
I'm gonna elbow Zero when we get
You
out
did
the door.
great. You did great. Bye,
gonna-
Tano.
I'm gonna elbow Zero when we get out the door, and I'm like, man, dropping the Dalmas shit's making this shit easy.
Later, Tanner.
I thought his name was Tano.
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 He just nods and gives a wave as you all leave.
As they walk back towards Jack's old shitty house, Jack's gonna kind of walk next to Zira and link her arm with her and nudge her and say, I'm sorry that I got upset earlier.
This is an upsetting time right now, and I was being a bit pushy on my end, as it was too.
Well, you're just very
I am sorry
logic-minded.
also.
And I forget that your logic kind of surpasses mine, and I know that your idea came from a good place. I just wanted to say I'm sorry. I know you didn't mean ill by it.
I don't. I just want... I want us to have answers, so your past will no longer haunt you, and the only way we can do that is by settling this. I don't think we can run away from this.
You're right. We can't, and I'm only like this because I am so scared shitless that you all will get hurt because of me. So, just kind of understand that as well. Let's just be careful, okay?
Okay, just... I was gonna ask you to promise, but can you at least if you do ever end up going, can you please just tell me before you leave?
Like, if I go?
You said you nearly left us.
Yeah, it was not my best moment. I'm still kind of thinking about it, honestly, but I am starting to kind of realize, and she kind of looks around at all of them. I think we're better together.
We are, and I would have looked for you.
You
Best
wouldn't have
believe.
found me.
I don't know. With my resources and Nimble's adept
Nimble's
skills.
just gonna yell out, I would track you.
We're having a private conversation, Nimble. But yes.
I
I'm gonna pull Nimble a few feet further back after that and pull out my Nana's book and start reading with her.
I promise. If I think that going is the best, I'll let you know before I do it.
Okay.
I don't think I'm gonna do it though.
Good. Zero like elbows Jack. So don't leave.
Ow.
We'll get through this together. All of us.
I know. That's why I stayed.
Good.
You have a sharp elbow, fuck.
I do. Oh, but before
What?
what do you think of my mother? This is not out of the blue, it relates. I'm sorry, it does seem out of the blue at the moment, but there's a point to this.
Zira, do you know about your mom's tattoo?
No. Beyond it being beautiful.
What do you think your mom does? Like, what do you think the family business is?
It's a lot of things. They smuggle goods, primarily. We're distinct from other drow groups in the sense that we do not deal with slaves.
Okay. I think your mother has reasons for not telling you some stuff that I've noticed, and I don't necessarily know if it's my place to tell you, but as to what I think of her, based on what I know, A, I know where you get your looks from, but B, on a more serious note, I'm thinking that if I have to do what I think I have to do, I'm gonna need her help. I think she's probably very resourceful.
She is.
I think your family also knows more about me than they're sharing.
Oh, they certainly do. And I know they're operating from a place where they want to protect me. My mother knows Mia. She contacted me last night and
How?
warned me. She can speak in my mind.
No. How does she know Mia?
I don't know. She didn't elaborate. She said she would let me know, maybe in the future.
Well, I got the
But
envelope
not-
that Mia left. Maybe we should find out how your parents know her.
Yes, that's certainly an avenue to take. She warned me against Mia, and that's why I was coming down hard earlier, and I'm sorry about that. I just
Warned you against Mia?
yes.
Like,
And my mother wouldn't just say that lightly.
you think I'm being lied to?
I just think we need to know more.
Hey,
Potentially, but I don't know. Just
Sierra? Thank you for having my back.
of course I have your back.
Let's find out what this shit says, and then maybe we need to go visit your parents.
I know they would be happy to see us again.
They'll be happy to see you. They fucking hate me, I'm sure of it.
That's debatable. My mother seemed very supportive in our conversation. She said it was good. I
Supportive
was
of
getting.
what?
She said it was good. I was getting to know you better, despite the circumstances.
Zira Dalmas, there is about a 1 in a billion chance that they would ever allow you to do anything with me. So
I'm just saying, my mother didn't seem so harsh compared to my father. Also, they seem to like Nimble, so
maybe you
there's
should
always-
date Nimble.
No, she's like a sister to me.
Rip people. I'm
Sorry.
assuming you could hear that laughing.
Her panic laughing.
Panic laugh, dude.
I got rejected without even wanting it.
I'm sorry. Oh, everyone loves you, Nimble.
Oh god, everybody loves her so much. Jack's just gonna walk as linked arms with Zira, holding this fucking envelope that she's dying to open, but she wants to make sure that she can get back safely with the group to where there are no prying eyes.
Right. So, re-stealthing?
I mean, I'm assuming we have to because we came out of a goddamn post office.
Yeah. Those who
Yeah.
interacted will have broken stealth, yeah.
Okay. Dude, what is with my fucking dice? I got a natural 20 for a 25.
Alright.
Girl,
It's
what
like
the
one
hell?
or the other. It's one or the fucking other.
23, okay. Nimble, Zira, go ahead.
15
Before-
total.
Before we stealth, can I pick Nimble up?
Sure.
Because, like, I know stealth slows you
7.
down, and if we're even slower and she's gonna be 10 times as slower because of stealth, I'm gonna just pick her up.
I think we're gonna go slow anyway because we're being more methodical, so...
Yeah, but she's gonna be even slower.
Oh yeah, no, I know what you're saying. Yeah, we should pick her up.
Okay, yeah. So, Remy, go and pick up Nimble. Nimble,
Yeah.
still roll stealth if you haven't yet.
I said I have a 7.
7?
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
but she's on me.
Yep. That's why she has a 7. Alright. Zira, did you roll stealth as well?
Yes, and I rolled a 15 total.
15. Okay. Okay. Walking back. The town is now very busy. It's a buzz with people going back and forth about their daily chores. Lots of lavishly dressed people going from store to store. All sorts of people up and down the street. You end up walking for a good amount of time, very cautiously, trying to avoid drawing attention to yourselves, before eventually you do make it back to Jack's hut. Jack's shack.
Check. She's gonna dive through the window, and then she's gonna sit by a wall next to the candle, and she's gonna open this fucking envelope. I swear to God, if it has anthrax, I'm quitting this campaign.
Okay. You open the letter, and it explodes in your face. I need to roll, hand me all of your d10s, please, so I can roll here. Just
I
kidding.
only have what?
Just kidding.
She's gonna yeet through the window.
Yeah, so, I mean, you open the letter, there's a lot of words written down on it.
Jack pretends like she knows what she's doing and goes, yes, quite eventful.
Okay. The
Can
first
I
thing... Go ahead.
Put my hand under the word and kind of like sound it out for her as she's reading it, like you do
Okay.
with toddlers.
Sure.
Okay, wait. Just scan through it, though. Is there any naughty bits that I want to know? Is anything good? Is this like a friend fiction?
Can I scan for it and see if there's any sexting?
Yeah, okay, so the first thing you notice when you open is a very nice, like, very gentle scent of lavender. Jack, you are very familiar with this scent, as it
I
hits your
am.
nose.
Remy starts coughing and goes, ugh!
It's very faint. It's like...
It's a beautiful
Gentle.
smell. Lavender
Yeah.
smells amazing.
No,
Okay,
for Old Spice.
I literally just got a lavender plant as an early birthday
Ah,
present.
so nice.
Because every night I spray my bed with lavender.
Mia knowing what Jack likes. Okay, okay.
You should both be able to see in your journals the letter from Mia.
Ooh. I'll pretend like I don't know how to read IRL. Oh, shit. Oh, shit!
Not quite the friend.
I look at Jack and I go, no sexiness, unfortunately. But can I still do the toddler thing with her? And I'm like,
Yeah,
there
Just,
is.
no, too slow. If there's no sexy bits, just tell me what it says.
Okay. There is so much I wish I could tell you, but I must keep it brief. I fear the people at IO will kill you and your friends if you try to leave. They want you and your Dalmas friend. Your mother has risen in the ranks and now oversees smuggling of drugs and weaponry among the endeavors that I now privy to. There are dark goings on here, much larger than I know. The drow man I am with goes by the many names, but the only one that doesn't seem indignant is Sebastian. They have eyes everywhere. Please consider it for now. Perhaps we can find a way to free you all permanently. I've missed you. Signed, Mia.
I'll go ahead and give it to everybody as well. Put it in everyone's journals so you can all read along.
And I'm gonna
Afterwards.
point to Jack and I'm gonna be like, that's an M, that's an I, that's an A, Mia.
You should all be
So
able
that
to see it
she, so that she knows that word now.
now. Right, Mia.
You know,
Okay.
you know how she got me the first time? Is she told me that her name meant mine. And it was clever.
There is something else in this envelope that you noticed, Jack.
Okay. I open.
Okay.
What it is?
Let's see if this works. As you reach in, you pull out... That's only for me. Okay, let's drag it over here. A small golden charm,
Oh.
which you recognize. Mia has held on this charm. You two got it early on in your relationship as sort of like a joke because Jack thought it looked like somebody flipping you off, and Mia later found out that it was actually a charm of luck, meant to keep people safe and bring luck to themselves and their home.
I know what this is.
You know what this is, yes.
Did I buy it for her? Did she buy it for me, or?
She bought it for you.
I will take it out of the envelope and kind of just hold it up and look at it. Don't really know how to feel about it, but she shows it over to the group. Good luck charm? You're muted, Sly.
Yeah.
Hi! Does the J on the front of the envelope look like the same handwriting as the letter?
It's different handwriting.
I'm gonna show this to Jack and I'll be like, this looks different. This J does not match the same handwriting who wrote the letter. And
Well,
that's suspicious
she
as
might-
fuck.
Well, remember she might have had somebody put the package.
Yeah,
She-
but why would she have them put an envelope with a J on it, put the letter in it, and then deliver it? Why wouldn't she just do it herself? That would be an easier way to
she
conceal a
can't-
letter.
She can't leave the man's side, so she might have.
I realize that, but if she's trying to sneak a letter out, it's easier in an envelope than it is just a letter.
I'm sorry, I feel like I might have misheard you. The Mia letter, that is all the same. There's an envelope and the letter, right? That's what you found under the tree.
Yeah.
The
I'm asking if the J looks different handwriting than the letter.
I thought you meant the letter from before from the church. Those are different.
Oh, okay, so this looks all
the
the
J
same
is the
then?
same as Mia's handwriting.
Yes.
Okay.
This is all the same for this envelope.
Okay.
My mistake.
I don't know. Maybe this thing is lucky. I mean, what am I? I never believed in this shit. Should I keep it?
Is there anything written on it? What does this mean to you?
I used to think it was funny because I thought it was somebody flipping somebody off, and it turns out that it was a good luck charm, and Mia bought it for me when we first started dating. And I don't know why she'd give it back to me now, honestly. I don't even...
Where'd
It's
you
so
buy
long
it
ago.
from?
I don't remember. It was a long time ago when we first started. I'm surprised she remembered
So
about it.
she's saying people are out to kill us. Good luck.
She's giving us a
Think
heads
so?
up. I'm not trying to take her side, it's just...
They want you and your Dalmas friend.
Yeah, that's... And she's letting me know, which is why, I mean, I don't know if... I don't know if
Mother
she's
has-
helping or hurting or...
Your mother has risen to the ranks, now oversees smuggling of drugs and weaponry among the endeavors.
Honestly, it's
Do
shocking.
you know
Huh.
where they smuggle? Being you've
Nope.
worked there?
Nope. I worked with a specific set of patrons, and when my contract was up and I thought my mother died, I left. I
So
don't
we
know
need-
anything about the higher-ups.
Zira, does your mom know somebody named Sebastian?
I can ask, but
He
That
knew
thought-
you.
He knew, yeah.
When
That's
I
what he
met
said
them,
last time.
he went, "Oh, Adele Moss.
a lot of people know my family.
Maybe we need to go talk to your parents.
I'm sure they'll know something.
Do you want to head there next? It's probably the safest place we could go."
I do. It's just, I'm worried about Ren.
Oh shit, you're right. Maybe we need to take her with us.
I'm worried. We can check at the academy or
Let's
a
go find her.
library.
If we
Let's
keep
go to
her
the
with us,
library
isn't that
and then-
putting her in harm?
No, if she's alone, look what happened.
If
We're
not
stronger
near
together.
her, that's kind of like... If she's near us, she's in harm. If we're not near her, it means we have nothing to do
Just
with her.
same thing could be said for me. I could walk out right now.
No, because this letter already says that they want Zira. It's already
Yeah.
too late.
We could leave and you two could go. It's the same thinking by that standard. We should check
Remy-
on her, you're right.
Remy's just gonna put the letter down and kind of just walk away.
Jack's gonna collect everything and put it in her bag. The envelope, the letter, the charm. The charm kind of weirds her out though. But she's gonna keep it on her for now.
Okay. You can add to your inventory. So what's the plan?
We're trying to find Ren, I think. At least check on her. If not, if she doesn't want to come with us, which I wouldn't surprise me, but just to make sure she's okay.
Okay. So you're all heading back to the church then?
Church, library,
Library.
or university.
She wasn't at
or-
the church.
Sorry.
The library
think
at
we
the
want-
monastery
church.
is what he
Oh
meant.
wait, Nimble's closed.
Oh,
Forgot about that.
we need to be careful because if we keep wandering out in the open, I mean, if people
Yeah,
are actively looking for us,
worried.
this is...
We
You
can
go
get my
good.
power suit later.
Okay.
Let's just get to the library, check the academy, check on her, and then I think we gotta go.
Sounds good.
Eyes out,
Can we take the front door this time?
please.
Okay, so the library is part of the monastery.
Okay.
There are other libraries, but the one that
Can we do like a Ren searching montage?
sure, it's just a goofy montage. You look under rocks, you open up a potted plant under the dirt. Nimble pops out. There's nothing there. Remy's
like-
on the ocean, like on some waves, looking out like a sailor. Yeah. Okay. So you go through most of the town. You do come across a library. Look inside several bookstores. No Ren inside any of them so far. It seems like the only two places left are the monastery or perhaps the academy, which is usually closed at this time, but...
Fuck.
Am I familiar with a way of like sneaking in since I snuck out for the academy?
You could probably get in if you wanted to, yeah.
Okay. And this academy, is it organized by what you're learning about? Like, Ren seemed to be learning more about healing than me. Like, is there a wing where those kind of nerds would hang out?
There's different departments.
Okay.
Okay, if you're super nerdy and depressed, where do you go?
Well, there's a few options, actually.
Why are smart people so complicated?
No, it's just there's a lot of sad students, so we have options.
It's a lot of sad students. Too real.
Yeah.
All right, big brain, lead the way.
Right. So the academy's kind of closed right now, so we could sneak on, and I know how to.
Fuck yeah.
Sneaking into school, isn't that fun? Anyway.
I've never been to a school before, so it's fun for me. Let's fucking go. Y'all down with that? She looks at Nimble and Remy.
Nimble's gonna stealth. She's ready.
Where'd you go?
Remy's gonna give Jack a grimace and then also stealth.
I got a
What's the
23.
grimace for?
Got a 19 plus.
Can't even fucking read and I'm down for this. Let's go.
20, 23, 5, 6, 7. I got a 27.
Are we stealthing? We have to stealth? Okay.
Already? Oh.
You
Nimble
sneaking
just
out the
stealth to show that like she's
15
ready.
plus 5 is 20.
Oh my god. When you look, I'm gonna fuck it up. Watch.
Oh boy.
It's a 14 total. Is that bad?
14 total. Okay.
Yeah. So what's the +2?
We're sneaking into a school. We badasses.
At least I kind of belong here, kind of. You know.
Okay, so you don't want to go to the monastery. You want to go straight to the school.
Yeah.
Well, is the monastery on the way?
Yes.
Oh.
Then let's go to the monastery first.
Let's have the little ones do their sneaking. I stand out majorly there.
I'm sneaky as fuck.
I'm a drow.
I'm not gonna leave you alone though, so.
I can
Alright,
just
little ones.
go to a shop or something.
No,
Browse.
we stay together.
I'm just. I stand out there.
Zira, you're gonna stand out anywhere. You're
Alright.
fucking down lost.
I not everyone knows that when they see me.
That hasn't been our
For
experience so
safety
far, so.
is a drow.
Little ones, go!
Okay, what are the little ones doing?
Nimble's first gonna grab her power suit.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Priorities.
sneak upstairs to Ren's office and put my ear to the door
Okay.
to see if I can hear anything inside. And if I don't, I'm lockpicking it.
Okay. Nimble, you run off towards the outdoor courtyard where your clothes are. Or your clothes are in the bathroom still. So you head back to the room, go inside.
Do I notice
Just-
anything weird about the room?
Your stealth is 24, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody just sees a shrubbery running around. Ah, that's normal.
It's a potted plant.
Yeah, exactly. It looks fairly normal. how you left it. You do find your clothes though. And
So nothing's been like rummaged through or anything?
doesn't seem so, no. Okay. You have your clothes now. What would you like to do?
I am going to. Well, Ren's office isn't very far from our room, right?
No, it's just down the hall.
Okay, so I'm just gonna go down the hall and kind of help Remy.
Okay. Remy, you are at Ren's office door. It is locked.
Do I?
You, if you're listening, go ahead and roll a perception check for me, please.
That's a 19 flat.
Okay.
Nice.
You do hear what you think to be Ren on the other side.
Can I make out anything she's saying or doing?
It just sounds like shuffling.
Is there any way I could stealthily lockpick the door and get in?
Yeah, you have thieves' tools, right?
Yes, I do.
Go ahead and roll your thieves' tools.
Okay, I don't know what this is. Nope. Oh god! This is what I have. This is what happens when I use roll 20.
Is that
Oh,
a nat
no.
one?
That's a
Yeah,
nat one.
dude, her thieves' tools break.
Yep.
Fuck me.
So you put in your tools, your picks, and you start moving them around.
Fuck.
And these locks are very old and very hefty.
I
As
just
you
wanna
move it,
say,
it bends. One of your
the
picks is
first
broken,
time-
and the other one breaks inside of the lock.
The first time I used roll 20, this is what happens. Just
It's
say this
awful,
is why I
yeah.
don't. I'm gonna fucking look up the stats for these tools. So if I ever get it again, I'm never rolling on roll 20.
It's a +5.
Yeah.
Fuck these tools. Ugh!
Okay. Alright.
I'm just gonna knock on it very lightly and hope that she comes to the door thinking it's a monk.
Did you just do that to me again?
Okay. It gets quiet on the other side. Okay. 1 second. What are you saying?
I'm just gonna, like, as deep as... you know what? I'm gonna change in front of Nimble into Willy so that I have, like, a more gruffer lookingness.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna, like, try to lower my voice as much as I can and go... so that she doesn't think it's me, but some other monk on the other side of the door.
Okay. Nimble, you've caught up at this point to Remy. You see her break her thieves' tools and then shift forms.
I'm just gonna like give her a thumbs up.
Okay. On the other side, after a moment's pause, you hear, "Hello?"
Again, Remy in her deepest voice. We need to speak.
I love it.
Who's that out there? Go ahead and roll a performance check, by the way, or a deception check.
A deception check?
Deception
Okay.
check. You are a rogue.
Fuck. You're fucked. Okay, hang on, let me get my sheet back up.
As a rogue, it should be good.
18 plus 4. 18,
Roll
19,
well,
20, 22. 22.
22. Okay.
I am obviously a man of the cloth, okay? Obviously.
Apparently. Who are you?
Oh, fuck, what the hell was that guy's name? I'm just gonna say, Nick Sands? Messenger?
Okay, messenger.
Because I don't remember the fucking dude's name.
I wasn't expecting any letters.
It's urgent.
One moment. You hear footsteps come closer. You hear the lock on the door. A very heavy key goes in.
The second
Shift
she
it.
opens the door, I'm grabbing Nimble's hand, we're rushing in and closing the door.
Okay, the door slowly creaks open. You see her face pushed up against it. It's just like a creak open. You can still push through if you'd like, but you're gonna have to...
Doing it. I'm grabbing Nimble's hand and just like, you know, because it's unexpected, so I'm just gonna, like, shoulder in with her and then shut the door behind me.
Go ahead and roll an athletics check for me, please.
Okay. That's a 10 plus a 2 is a 12.
Okay. She rolled an 18. So,
Fuck.
as you take Nimble just to make a mad dash in, it's not quite wide enough. You kind of just, like, bonk your head against the door, and she's just standing there, now shaken and frightened.
Can I peek around like on stealth and be like, Ren, it's us. We need to talk to you.
What are you two doing here?
Can I like push in now?
She's still at the door, and if you want to go
I'm
and...
gonna stare at her in the face and say it's urgent and needs to be spoken in private.
She looks around.
I
Alright, she
will, of
opens up the
course-
door without saying
Yeah.
anything. And let's see to Red.
I'll make sure to shut the door and lock it behind me.
Yeah, she does that herself. As you two come in, she closes the door immediately and locks it.
And then I'll change back.
Okay.
Oh my god, now Ren has seen you change.
I know. Well, you know, drastic measures, okay?
She blinks over and over at you, Remy, as you change, pulls out her glasses.
Are you blind, Ren?
I might be. Are you into illusions?
I had an illusion ring once upon a time.
Currently?
Possibly.
This doesn't matter. Okay,
Right.
Ren.
What are you two doing here? You can now
a
see
lot
she's...
of stuff is going on, and we might think that you're in danger.
Hang on. Firstly, do you know who I.O. is?
I know of I.O.
Is it have any correlation? Were the men that took you that night speaking about it at all? Because if so, we need to get you somewhere safe. And we mean now.
I'm not sure. I was quite distraught when they found me.
I'm glad we found you.
They said
First
all
of
they
all.
wanted was my money.
All they wanted was your money? Okay.
Why did they put her in a cage then?
They didn't have her in a cage. What?
Oh, I thought she was in a cage or a crate or something.
No, they just had
I'm
her
sorry, I'm not
surrounded.
there. I'm not here. I'm not here.
Okay, I'm gonna, like, nod at her and be like, okay. Okay, so if anybody from I.O. Nimble, we're gonna have... If anybody from I.O. comes knocking, do not let them in. Do not act like you know us. We are nobody to you. Understand?
They've already been here.
Yes, but they don't know that she knows us.
Yeah, but what if they do something to her?
Should we take her to Jack?
What is your trouble with I.O.?
It's not really our secret to tell.
They want us dead.
Yeah.
They want you dead? What have you
Yes.
done?
Nothing.
2 children dead? Why would they want that?
Because they're bad people.
They are very bad people. Very bad. One of our friends has a lover, and they're jealous of it, and you know this is what's happening.
A jealous lover at I.O. and they want to kill you for that?
Yes.
I'm sorry, but I'm so confused.
You know what? You know who could explain this really, really well is Zira. If you would come with us really fast, just for a few minutes.
I'm sorry. I don't want to get involved.
I get that. See, that's what I was trying to tell Nimble before she started, you know.
I mean,
Okay,
with-
so how about this? You don't know us. If they come knocking, you don't know. Okay? That's good?
All right, I'll make sure.
And I'm gonna give her a small hug, and I'm gonna whisper in her ear, "I'm so glad you're okay. We were all very, very worried."
Nimble's gonna be like all of a sudden get a little assertive and be like, Bren, I think you should come with us.
Okay.
She doesn't want to be involved.
Okay.
She doesn't want to be involved, but she's already involved.
Is she though? We don't know that for sure.
She's been housing us, and Io is here. They have to know we're connected.
Remy's just gonna stop her feet.
If they have eyes everywhere, they would know.
Yeah. Well, if they have Ren, look at me. Ren, look at me. You
Ren's
aren't working
looking
for
at you.
IO, right? Look at me.
I'm not working for IO.
You promise. Pinky promise.
Alright, and she reaches out a pinky.
Can I tell if she's lying or not?
What are you insight checking?
I want to see if she like had any nervous gestures or anything when I asked her if she was working for IO.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
That's a 18 flat.
Okay. With an 18...
Nimble is small, but she's about to pick this bitch up and just take off with her.
When you ask if she works for IO, she kind of... It's like a genuine little chuckle to herself, like, don't be crazy. But she
I
does
don't
get a
trust
twinge
us.
of... You can see like a hint of just pain when you talk about IO. Like, ooh, like she doesn't want to, like, hear about it kind of thing, you know?
I'm gonna give a side glance to Nimble, just kind of like a, I don't know about this.
Then we'll go ahead and roll a persuasion check to see if you can get Ren to go with you guys.
I got an 18 total.
Okay. 18. She rolled a natural one.
Yeah.
She looks at the two of you. Well, I trust the two of you to have my best interests, and I'd like to think
I
of
just
us as
think
friends
you'll be
now.
safer with us because if they've already been here, we saw them. They were
They're
dressed as monks,
disguised as monks.
They are?
and
Yes.
I don't want you to get like tortured for information. You know, like it's better if you come with us.
And you think you can escape them?
We have an idea. The most we can do is try, right?
Very well. Where are we going?
I can't tell you, but we're gonna meet up with Jack and Zira.
You can see she kind of gets a little bit more solemn now at the mention of Jack and Zira. Alright. I'll go with you.
And also, I wanted to know, did you get those blood results back?
Yes, actually I did.
Are they okay?
You all seem actually surprisingly healthy. Healthier than a normal person would be.
Okay, cool. So, is there anything you need to gather? Do you have books? Do you have anything like that?
Yes, let me get my equipment. And she turns around and you can see she pulls out like this little. It's a rather large box, but it's like it has a handle on it, like a suitcase. And she begins putting in items and notes and equipment into it.
While she's doing that, can I peek on papers on top of her desk and kind of skim what they say?
Yeah.
And I want to ask Ren, like, do you have a weapon?
Okay, we'll start with the notes first, and then we'll do the weapons. So, on the desk, it just looks like, it looks like notes from school, from like classes that she's taken. She's doing homework. She has notes sprawled out. There are some notes about plant and animal life in the nearby area, just kind of descriptors, the names of it, that kind of thing. And she does also seem to be on one page just drawing like learning how to draw figures and like people. She like humanoid figures. But that's
Nothing
about
with
it.
Jack or Zira's name on it or IO at all.
Nothing like that, no.
Okay.
When you ask about a weapon, though, she turns and says, "I don't carry any weapons, no, but I do know some magic."
Okay, that's good. But just in case, I'm gonna give you this, and I'm gonna give her my dagger.
Okay. Ren now has your dagger. She holds it, looks it over. I'm not really comfortable with violence.
Well, if you have to protect yourself, you know,
It's mainly for show. If somebody comes at you, they get, they're like, oh, whoa, she has a weapon, back off. It's not really for use. It's for threat.
One of you roll persuasion with advantage.
What's your persuasion at?
+4.
Same, so it doesn't
It
matter.
doesn't matter.
You go ahead.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
Yeah, that's with advantage.
Oh, no. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 13 and a 17 I rolled.
Okay. She takes it and looks like very concerned and wants to hand it back to you, but looks at your faces and just goes, "All right, I'll find a place for it," and finds a place to tuck it into the box. I'm ready to go when you are.
Okay.
Can I peek out the door and see if there's any patrolling monks, quote unquote?
Okay. You look out, and you do see monks. They notice you as well, peeking your head out, and they both eye you down, and they kind of flash a dagger real quick before continuing on past you.
Past me?
Yes, continuing
So
down
they
the hall.
don't care. They don't care about me. Is what I'm saying. They just want Jack and Zero. Okay, and I'm
It's
gonna
possible.
tell.
You don't really know.
I'm gonna look behind me and tell Ren and Nimble to go.
Okay.
I'm gonna hang back a little bit to see if I'm gonna be behind them a ways, but just to watch to see if these monks follow.
Well, I want to, before we leave the room, I want to tell, Ren, we need to be really sneaky. Can you do that?
Of course. She's gonna go and roll stealth.
Okay, I'm gonna roll stealth too.
Ditto.
Okay.
I got a 21.
I got
Okay.
24.
21, 24. Cool. Okay, so Ren's now following you, Nimble.
Okay, I'm gonna sneak my way out.
Okay, how are you sneaking out?
Does Ren have a window in her room?
There's no window in her room.
Okay, so we basically just have to go out the front. But we're stealth, right?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm just going out the front.
Jack's outside, what's your favorite color? What's your favorite food?
Okay, yeah, Jack and Zero, is there anything you'd like to do while you wait for your friends to come back?
We're playing hand games.
Very cute.
Uh,
One of you's playing bad again, the other is,
Yeah, I'm gonna stay a good 30 feet behind them as they leave, just to kind of watch these
Oh, really?
guys.
What's your favorite food?
Food?
Yeah. What's your favorite food?
There
You
are
said
so
that like
many
you've never
lists.
heard of food.
What's your top?
No, she's a bottom.
I couldn't say the same thing.
You're not there.
You're not here.
Sorry.
Alright.
I have a special fondness for desserts, though I do love
Okay.
a good cut of meat. So those,
Okay.
between those two, this is really difficult for me.
So a dessert or a good cut of meat.
Mm-hmm.
Good to know. Favorite color?
Oh, I like this blue. It's this particular blue, though, that you find in the caves. Light, but not. It's more metallic.
Okay.
That's my favorite color, I would say.
Why are you weird around Ren?
Well, because of what you told me.
So? What does that
This threw me
change?
off. I wasn't. We haven't known her for long, and
How is it any different than what I did to you, Zira?
we at least almost died together. So
That's fair, I guess.
that's bonding, I would think. So,
Okay, so it takes near death to be okay with somebody. All right.
logically, that would accelerate some things, right?
Maybe.
Ren is a sweet girl. I don't.
Are you gonna be okay if we gotta bring her along? If they
Yeah,
get her to come out?
I'll be fine. It was just because of the moment. The timing was literally moments after you revealed that to me. So I was definitely a little awkward. Um,
I'm
with
sorry I
her.
left you alone with her. I wasn't thinking right. I was honestly, I'm kind of insecure about the shit you all talk about. You know, I'm getting better about it. It interests me. So
Oh, science. Yes. We
sorry.
do speak academically, but it's for everyone.
I feel like 90% of our conversation is me apologizing to you, but really, I'm sorry.
You don't have to apologize for
Nah,
that.
I
Makes
left you
sense.
when I shouldn't have. So
And I should have used more inclusive language. I know how. We get caught up at the
Zira,
academy.
maybe this is me being bold, but if we survive all of this infection and if we can get through whatever the fuck is trying to kill me right now and is after you, and if Io doesn't get to us first, and if we can manage to get all of this behind us, would you want to go out on a date sometime?
You know what? I'd love that. Yes.
We'll get some dessert and a good cut of meat.
Yes.
Okay,
Excited.
cool.
Cool.
Jax gonna smile and wait for her small friends.
And this is when we start playing hand games.
Rock, paper, scissors, go.
Okay.
Teach me your games from your childhood.
Parchment, boulder, shears.
Alright, well, we're back at Nimble, Ren, and Remy. As soon as Nimble and Ren step out the door, Ren just sort of like trips on the door frame, stumbles with her large book bag. It clatters to the floor. It's very loud. Sorry. I didn't expect it. It's heavy. Heavier than I expected. Sorry.
I'm just gonna turn to her and give her the shh.
Yeah, she looks very awkwardly at you, but then you continue on going through. As you walk, monks go past. They're oblivious to your presence, Nimble, but as they pass Ren, each time they nod at her or she goes, "Hi, good day, hi." As you pass each one, eventually make it to the door.
My God, she's an idiot.
And you open up the door. Before the door even opens, Zira and Jack, you could hear the clanging and the loud noises coming from her box. It sounds like a bunch of equipment rustling and books and papers. But then the door opens and there you see Ren. And you look down, you also see Nimble now in front of you. Ren gives a sheepish wave.
Hey, Ren. How's it going?
Ren! You look much improved.
Yeah.
Thank you. You can see she's wearing very plain clothes compared to usual. No makeup or anything, just very plainly there.
So you packed all your stuff? You gonna go on a little journey with us?
Mm-hmm. She's
Good.
just nodding along.
I thought
Yeah,
it
no,
was best if she came with us.
I agree with you. I honestly do, because it's better safe than sorry. Even if we're wrong, you know what? At least we're together, right? So.
Right.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. Remy, are you following?
Yeah, I'm a good like 20 to 30 feet behind.
Okay.
I'm making sure that the guards that I seen and other bulkier guards aren't following them.
Alright. As you go past, they seem to stop their rotations. You don't notice any more coming down your way. But you're able to catch up to the party now if you'd like.
Yeah, I will do that, but I will be keeping a constant eye behind me.
Okay. Go and roll a perception check for me, please. Ren did roll a natural one, by the way, on that stealth, which is why she was so loud.
Oh my
Dude.
God.
I got a
Poor
15.
girl.
All her tools banging around her
Yeah.
suitcase. Wow. That's cute, though.
15,
Like,
okay.
I see that. I can see it in my head.
Was that 2 natural ones for her though in a row?
They were pretty close, yeah.
Oh, okay.
They're pretty close.
The game's got to balance all those natural 20s we got.
Right? And it's me that rolls the one. Okay, you're all outside now with Ren. I suppose I appreciate that.
Yeah. So, how do you feel about the Underdark?
That's fascinating to me. I love it.
Excellent.
I've never been there myself,
Let's
though.
go.
To the Underdark.
Yeah, you're about to meet some really cool people.
Right now?
It's probably our best bet.
She looks
She
at you,
looks
Zira.
Zira.
Yeah.
Right, that's where my family lives. Where do you live when you don't live here?
Right. I live on campus, usually. But I spend most of my time in the monastery. The only time I really go back to the academy is to study and take my classes.
Okay, so if you'd like, and I do recommend this, it is the safest option, I think. We're about to return to my family below, the Dalmas family, and you're welcome to join.
All right. That's a bit strange, if I'm being honest. What's happening with IO? Remy told me they want to kill you?
Ah, right. Can we walk and talk? Is that...
Sure.
Nibble
Alright.
Front
told
door.
her that.
Front door.
Okay,
Can
you're
we
all
go?
there.
Can we
Yeah.
go to that statue that we came out of the front door, so that way we don't have to do like that fucking crazy through the caves, bird creature shit.
I guess.
God damn it.
That's why I was like, can we take the front door this
Can we just
time?
take the fucking front door, please?
Alright, you head back to the, you start walking over in the direction of the booth.
Cool. Yeah, so, past kinda caught up with me a little bit, and I fucked up really bad, and I dragged Zira into it, and my other 2 little friends. Mostly Zira, apparently. But, yeah, and I'm worried that because you helped me, that somebody may fuck with you, so... Surprise.
She winces as you say that.
Yeah, I'm
I
really sorry, Ren, I really
see.
am.
Well, I suppose that's what happens when you mingle with adventurers.
Yeah, I guess so. But this is really my bad. I got some warning from her super wise dad, apparently, and he was right. Bit me in the ass, so... I have kind of realized that I need to take care of it if I want to take care of them. So... I'm gonna try and fix it.
Alright, so what's the plan?
Talk to parentals and see what they know. And go from there.
We want to reconvene with my parents because they likely have information on one of the people threatening us, this drow.
Alright. There's a lot to take in.
Stop by
It is.
Can we stop by a food joint before we go in?
Yes.
I'm assuming Zira's brother would enjoy some food.
I was
You're right.
just about to say that, yeah.
Alright.
Lord knows we don't want him on our bad side.
You go out looking for a food joint, find one pretty easily. What are you looking for specifically? Any kind of food or?
I need pastries, baked goods, meat. What did he say he wanted? Like cuts of steak? That shit.
Okay.
He hasn't had anything, so I think at this point anything is good for him.
I'll be like, yep, that's not familiar. It's that?
Alright, you go ahead and get a whole assortment of charcuterie, if you will, of
Yeah.
assortment of food items.
I'm gonna get a
Can-
cupcake, a steak,
Oh shit. Thunder.
Nice.
and potatoes.
Meanwhile, in California, it's hot as fuck.
Can Jack spend her last 3 silver on 3 cupcakes that are like phenomenal, 1 for each of her companions?
Sure.
What does this run me?
Go ahead and buy 3 cupcakes. For
I'm gonna get
1 silver
to
each.
them. Fuck yeah, dude, they're phenomenal.
I want to buy the best cupcake they have, a steak and and some potatoes, like baked potatoes.
Okay.
Sounds so good. Right now, I'm so
You
hungry.
find it's not necessarily for the cupcakes and the pastries. There is a shop for it. You go in.
We could go to Bell's.
You could.
I like how we're being fucking hunted for our lives and we stop for pastries.
You
like
know,
this is my favorite thing
this
about
is
us.
important. He's in a jail cell, okay? He needs love too.
So
He's
how
at
many
his
cupcakes would
house.
you like?
He's anonymous.
Let's do 4.
4 cupcakes? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, we could make it a dozen. I'll pay.
Okay. A dozen,
Okay.
and then I guess
How much
just
is a
like
normal cupcake normally?
2 silver at
Is
this
it like
shop.
copper?
2 silver at this shop.
Oh.
Yeah.
8, 10.
1 is for a really like extravagant cupcake, but these are like high tier like wedding cupcakes essentially.
Oh, okay.
At Bell's. Yeah.
So that's what, like 2 gold and 4 silver.
It would be cheaper if you buy it as a dozen.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna buy a dozen, and then like
Oh fuck, then I'll just do that instead of buying the 3 little ones.
Okay.
so can I try to persuade the lady to lower the price?
Sure. She says, "Oh, hello again." You go through the process of
Hello
ordering the cupcakes.
again!
That'll-
I
Do this.
told all of my friends about this magnificent bakery, and we just had to come again.
Oh, thank you, dear. That's so sweet. You go through the process of ordering cupcakes.
Expediting this shit, let's go.
2 gold, please.
2 gold, and that's cheaper than what I thought. So that's fine.
Yeah, 20 silver pieces.
Me and Nimble over here, broke ass bitches.
Dude, I have 1 gold.
I have
And
3 silver.
And then, like on my way out, I'll be like, I make sure to spread the word to any stranger I know. I promise.
Thank you, dear. She waves at you very energetically and happily before going back to her book. Alright, and for the steak and potatoes, you find just like, it's not even, what's up?
I was just saying, get that fancy meat.
I'm trying.
So the first place you actually come across is nearby. It's not a shop, it's actually like an outdoors stand, like a hot dog cart kind of thing.
But it looks really, really good.
Yeah, it's absolutely, it smells amazing. It's just a large gentleman. Large canine gentleman with floppy ears, big apron.
Floppy ears?
Floppy ears.
Oh my god, I love floppy ears.
He has a large apron that covers a large gut, and he has a spatula in one hand and tongs in the other. Seems to be cooking various meats on a grill in front of him.
Does he look happy?
Oh, absolutely. He looks very jolly.
Oh my god. I'm gonna run up and be like, oh my gosh, this meat looks gorgeous, and your ears are adorable.
Would you like some?
I would. I can only assume by what a great flavor is coming out of this beautiful stand that I just have to have one.
He goes ahead and takes a little piece of like pita bread, drizzles some of the meat juice onto it, puts a little bit of cooked onion and like a decent sized chunk of what he's cooking in front of him, and just hands it to you as like a taste.
Ooh, I'm gonna like tear it in half and like put a piece in my mouth and be like, nibble, 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 come here, and I'm gonna give her some.
My stomach is legit growling.
Oh,
not even nice right now, dude.
I'm gonna play this up like really, really high, like it's the most beautiful thing I've ever tasted in my mouth.
Nibble's just gonna open her mouth.
Okay.
Jack just realized she invited somebody on a fucking date and is broke as fuck, so she's panicking in her head.
Ren's also there, just awkwardly in the back, like, hello, what's going on?
Okay, is there any way that you, my gorgeous man, could give me a meal to go?
Of course. It gives you the assortment. You can choose whatever meats you'd like.
The steak and potato with vegetable meal.
Sure. He looks at you and holds up 3 pod fingers at you. 3 silver, please.
Oh, that's perfect. Okay, here you go.
Okay. You now have a full meal.
Perfect. Awesome. All right. I look at Zira and I say, "Ready to go, boss."
He gives you a howl as you go and pats his belly.
Oh wait, what? Do I see the name
He-
of the shop?
It's just a stand, but you can.
Okay, I'm gonna ask then before I turn. What's the name of your shop, by the way?
It's probably like right there in plain fucking sight.
Well, I'm a little girl. Okay.
Right.
Are you?
He he looks at you. I don't really have a name, but my name is Ikavaj.
Ekavage?
And yes,
That's a great name. You know what? When I get home to Third Marsh, I'm gonna send
we
so
go.
many people here to see this beautiful shop that you have right now. Ekavage, you will be remembered, and I promise to spread the word.
thank you very kindly, young lady.
I shall be seeing you later. Toodles, have a good day.
Bye bye.
Ichabod.
All right.
Ekavage.
Where to now?
I just turn around and wait for Zira.
Front door.
The front door of Jack Shack.
You going home? Well, Zira's home.
Yeah.
Oh right, okay. Yeah, that's right. So you head over. You make it. It's closed, but with a little bit of finagling, you do manage to figure out how to open the door. The
Yeah.
floor opens up, slides away, and a staircase leading down opens in front of you. Nifty. You all head down the stairs.
Fountains?
All head down the stairs, walking in the dark, damp room.
Jack stumbles and falls because she's blind as fuck.
Yep, it's pitch black in here.
Oh yeah. Come here. Hold my hand.
Jack will take her hand.
I will
I'm-
lead the way.
I'm also gonna latch onto Nimble.
Okay.
Where's Ren?
Not only because I'm blind, but also because she likes to run off in the dark.
Right. Ren is in the back, just kind of like putting her hands up against the wall and slowly trying to fumble her way through.
It's almost like
Is-
we don't have lanterns or dancing lights.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Wouldn't
have
that
a
be
lantern.
crazy?
I have dancing lights, but it didn't work here, right?
No, that was in the front or in the
Oh,
back.
I'll
This
just
is
do
the
it.
front.
Sorry, I'll just do dance. I would have just done dancing lights then. Sorry.
The dancing lights
Yeah.
Oh,
go
I
off
honestly
and
thought it was the
just
same.
all hold hands. This is fine.
you
There
are
you
able
go.
to see
Whoops. Sorry.
with the
I'm
dancing
tripping.
lights.
Even if she casts her dancing lights, I'm still holding on to Nimble.
We're still holding hands.
Okay.
Because I just know she's gonna run off, so I'm holding on to her. So if she runs off, she's taking me with her.
Sure.
Yeah,
Uh,
Jack didn't let go either.
After fumbling around for a while, you do eventually make it back to the entrance of the Dalmas home.
Fountains. Fuck yeah, dude.
Ren, look at all these mushrooms. You can have them all.
Wow,
Feel free to some.
it's so beautiful. She's so beautiful.
Well, my father will be happy to hear.
This is where you live, Zira?
Well, further in, but yes.
Of course. You can see the door, the very large double door in front of you, to the keep. Okay. You approach the door.
Is this like really clean water? Like, is it like filtering water?
It looks very clean.
But is it filtering? Like to replenish itself?
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Oh. It's a natural 19 plus 3.
Okay.
22?
Yeah, so looking at it gives a very fresh smell. You can put your hand in it and taste it, and it's very much like the mineral water back inside the
Jack
home.
is gonna wash all of the hoe makeup off of her face.
It's probably a good idea. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm-
she don't want to look like a hoe. So she's gonna just wash her face really well, and she'll just dry her face on her tank top.
Okay. Your face is now cleaned. You can see all of the colors and makeup just like inside of the fountain slowly drifting to the bottom.
Asking if it... Okay, good. Okay.
All right. What would you all like to do?
I'm assuming we're walking forward, right?
I'm going up.
Can I take, instead of going the way they went, take Nimble off to the side and be like, Nimble, open your backpack.
Nimble's gonna open her backpack.
And I'm gonna shove 6 cupcakes in there very gradually, and then I'm gonna like tear the steak in half, and the half of the potato and half of the veggies, and put them in her backpack, and then be like, okay, let's go.
Okay.
Thank you.
Look, I gotta feed the gremlin, all right? I don't want her changing at midnight. And you know what? Your brother will never know. Your brother will never know that it's not meant to be like that. It's supposed to be like that. That's how I got.
Sure. Okay, you all approach the main door. What are you doing?
I don't know how this works, so I'm looking at Zira.
It is locked and closed.
I'm looking at Jack, looking at Zira.
Oh, is there not a key I have?
There's no key.
I'm just gonna knock on it.
Is it like a lever or like a bell or like a...
There are 2 very large knockers, big enough that you can't put your whole hand around it.
Those are huge knockers.
Word choice, Matt.
God damn it. This door has huge knockers.
I would like to grab the huge knockers and use them.
There we go.
Alright, give those knockers a go.
Utilize the
Yeah.
knockers.
Utilizing them.
Yeah, the 2 large knockers just right in your face, just hard to ignore. As they slap against the door, make a very loud noise throughout the other side of the door. A few moments go by before you do hear a familiar voice.
To Helena.
It is in fact Helena. Hello.
Yeah.
Oh, it's all of you again.
I know, we're back so soon.
Yes, one moment. And you wait for a moment before all of a sudden it's just like lots of noises. It sounds like enchantments and arcane energy being dispelled, locks being opened, just like a whole series across the entire door. Yeah, exactly. Before slowly both doors open up, a little bit of dust from the dirt in front of you brushes past. And on the other side is Helena with her typical staff and book.
Hello.
Welcome back,
Hello.
Miss Dalmas.
Thank you. Thank you kindly. I'm here with my friends. Plus one, another friend.
Ren kinda, hi, sheepishly waves.
That's Ren. To reconvene. There's some... Sorry, long day. Reveal some information. And hopefully spend the night.
Is there a way that we can talk to Mr. and Mrs. Delmas?
Unfortunately, Mr. Dalmas is not currently in, but Mrs. Dalmas is.
Oh,
I believe she's meeting with someone currently.
okay. After she's done, of course. Where's father?
Out on business.
Okay. Okay.
Is Nelkin here?
Guess we can wait for your mom to be done.
And eat with my brother. We brought food.
Yeah.
Yes, I believe Nelkin is here in the kitchen on duty, and your brother is also in the lounge where he usually is.
Perfect. He's so
Nimble.
predictable.
Nibble,
Are
you
we
have
still
got
allowed
meet
to
Nelkin.
to use the room that we had before?
I don't see why not.
Okay, thank you. Just checking.
Of course. And she leads you into the lounge.
Remy's gonna turn to Ren and then we'll be like, you guys
Oh my
have
God.
got to meet Nelkin.
I'm fucking done with this game, Dean. I'm done.
Here, look at that. Beautiful.
Jack's gonna, if it's okay, she's gonna excuse herself to go to the bedroom.
Okay. Go for it. You all see as Jack leaves.
Well, she excuses herself. She's not gonna be a dick and just
Right.
walk off.
I'm just gonna straight up walk up to Dax and say, yo, I got some food for you. Just start putting it on the table.
Ren is now here as well. Dux sees you all walk in. Oh,
Brother!
you're actually back.
Of course I am.
I mean, of course you're back. I didn't expect you back so soon, though.
Same, to be honest.
He seems to be a little woozy as he stands up and walks over to you.
Matt,
Reach
just
out
so
for
you
a
know,
hug.
she's gonna go and take a really quick shower, like super quick, and then she's gonna come back with everybody else.
Okay.
I am putting 5 cupcakes, half a steak, a half a potato, and half of veggies on the table, and then walking out to go see Nelkin.
Okay. He currently Dux is reaching out to give a hug to his sister Zira, and as Remy starts passing and like pulling out this food that still smells delicious, still warm, right? His eyes kind of wander in that direction. He sort of seems to be distracted from hugging his sister. Is that for me?
Yes.
I said when I first came in, I said I walked up to him and said, yo, I got some food for you.
Right.
That is for you.
I'll accept
thoughtful.
I'll accept for this 1 cupcake I'm taking to Nelkin, so bye.
Okay. All right.
Off.
He walks over to all the food, just takes it in, looks back at you, Zira. So I see you. I don't know. What's up? Why are you back so soon?
Whew. Whew. A lot has happened.
Clearly.
Start eating.
And he's sitting down, like shoveling food into his mouth.
Huh. Right. So, has Mom told you anything about IO?
What? IO?
Yeah.
No. Sorry.
That's
He
fine.
stops munching for a moment.
That's good.
Wow,
food.
that's good. That is so good.
Mhm.
Oh my god. If I could eat that every day for the rest of my life, I absolutely would.
You understand me.
Well, we are twins after all.
Yeah.
No, I have no idea what IO, who it is.
Okay. Well, they're business, let's say. And they're threatening me. Okay, well, Jack mostly, but also me. So I'm here to consult with mother and father about that. That's the long story short. We'll go into details once Mom's here.
Right. Why are they threatening you?
And that's when, like, she goes bug-eyed, because she's like, oh, wait, this is Jack's thing. And she feels awkward all of a sudden. So she just has this alarmed look of just like, well,
Okay.
maybe, Jack can explain it better.
He looks over at you, Jack.
Is she back?
Jack, you are. We'll say for the sake of RP, you're back at this moment, yeah.
Yeah, it was just really quick, like just wash everything so
Right.
that way, like she got the day off of her,
That's totally
and
fine.
then she's gonna granny walk back, so she's not a dick and like being antisocial.
Okay. Yep, so Jack is now back. Jack is back.
Jack back. Hey, Ducks. How you doing?
Hi. Same as always.
Hey.
Better now, though. How are you?
Plotting to put your initials up on a really tall statue the next time I go back up. Not even shitting you. I remembered that.
A huge grin goes across his face as he looks at you.
So, yeah. What are y'all talking about? What's going on?
I hear you're about to get murdered by someone called IO.
Yeah. Yeah. They're a real bad person. Yeah. It's been a rough few days. That's why we're back so soon. But hopefully your parents can kind of lead me in the right direction of how to handle shit. So. Yeah.
Right. So, what's going on?
I didn't give him any details yet. 'Cause I just
It's okay,
Seems
Zira.
like your story. I don't.
No,
know.
it's complicated. I guess long story short is I grew up with a really shitty woman, and she treated me like ass. She sold me into a kind of a slavery deal, and I thought she died, and I got out of that, and then turns out she's not dead. Surprise! After all these years. And now she's looking for me and kind of wants to tie up a loose end. So, and you know, I wouldn't really give a shit if it was just me. I would have just walked the fuck out of here and left. But it kind of involves this one now, so I want to make sure she's taken care of before I have to go anywhere. So.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, sounds pretty typical.
Oh, typical. Another
mean,
day.
Slavery, people trying to kill you,
Yeah.
Zira getting in trouble.
I mean, it was typical back then. It just hasn't been typical in a while, so
Right.
I just didn't want to drag this lady over here into it. But
Right.
we're here now.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm sorry you had to go through that. Sucks. Maybe we can take you in. You can be part of our family.
Indeed, fuck.
You're really sweet, Ducks. Thank you. But I'm pretty sure after I have a talk with your dad or mom, they're just gonna fucking hate me. So don't get your hopes up.
Oh, yeah, that's... Well,
Yeah.
good luck.
Yeah, thanks.
But-
That's what I thought too.
If you make it out from a talk with them in one piece, you know, feel free to stop by. I'm here most of my
Sure.
time.
We'll play Boulder Parchment Shears. Yeah.
Oh, you know that game too?
Yeah, I do. I like it.
That's crazy.
If I survive your mother, yeah. She's a little intense, but we'll see what she says.
I'm sure you'll be fine.
But now I at least know why y'all sexy as fuck, so I guess it's like a family thing or something. I don't know. It's weird.
Can we keep her? He looks at you, Zira. I love her.
Zira's just kind of blushing and nods.
Anyway, I don't want to, get in between your twinsy time, so I'll just...
No, it's fine. It's no trouble at all.
Okay. She'll just sit there awkwardly between the two of them.
Okay. Go ahead. We'll go over to Nimble and Remy with Nelkin currently. What are you two doing with Nelkin? He notices you walk in and brightens up. Hello!
Nelkin, my dear! Look what I have
Hi.
for you! And I'm gonna present him with a cupcake.
Oh,
And be like,
my.
this is from Belle's Bakery. I'm telling you, she's so amazing.
Belle's Bakery, is that up in the city?
Yeah!
We got a cake from her and it was
Oh.
really good.
How delightful. Thank you so much.
And he gives over, crouches down to your height, Remy, and gives you a big hug.
Oh, I'll give him a big hug right back, and I'll be like, Nibble, do you remember this guy? This guy's the one that saved your life from the drugs.
Oh, I do remember. Thank you
right.
again.
I'm
very sorry about that incident.
It's okay. I blame ducks.
Doctor, chef, magician. Man, this guy's full of mysteries.
Oh, stop. What can I get for you?
I just came to check in, you know, our friends are in trouble, the norm. Yeah.
Oh, right.
Oh, question. Since, you know, I know you know things, you know I know things. We good people. Do you
Yes.
happen to know anything about a place called IO?
What? I know of it. I've heard of it. Yes.
They're currently trying to kill us. So,
Oh dear.
um,
That's
yeah.
not good.
But we have a lead to try to prevent it. So that's good. But that's why I kind of came to talk to you, see if you could kind of help me out a little bit in figuring out where maybe they do the smuggling and drug trade area.
Oh, I wouldn't know much about that. I don't think I can try to help as much as I can, though.
What do you mean by that? What, do you know something?
Well, I know there are smuggling routes that go through the Underdark, but I don't know who runs them or where they go.
Interesting. Okay. Do you happen to know anything else that might help us about IO? Because you seem to know the name.
I've heard of it. I've been to the city before, but unfortunately I don't know much else. I've never stepped inside.
Do you know anyone who would have the information we're looking for?
You want more information about IO?
Unfortunately, our friend is kind of tangled up in it, and they're all like, "Oh, you're this end," and then we were all like, "No, we're not. Just let us go." And then they were all like, "Yes, you are, and now we're gonna hunt you to the ends of the earth, rah!" So, yeah, that's kind of where we're at.
Perhaps the Dalmases?
No, Zero doesn't know nothing.
I mean the Madame and Monsieur.
Should we go look for them, Nimble?
Yeah.
I mean, why not? It's a big castle, right?
Yeah, it would be fun to explore.
Careful out there, little ones. It is a big castle, but I wouldn't want you to get hurt on any of the jutting out bricks or weaponry lying about.
We'll be
Jetting
careful,
out brick.
Nelton. We promise.
Nimble's gonna pull out her brick and be like, I already got one of those.
That's right. You still have that.
Where did you get that brick from?
When we came in last time through the, what was it again? The slavers area?
Oh, the back door.
Oh my.
I don't know. It was sticking out and it looked cool, so I took it.
Alright, well, as long as it's not from the keep, that's fine. Just do be careful.
We promise, and I'm gonna give him a big hug and I'll be like, "Come on, Nimble, let's go."
Oh.
No, we're gonna go off with stealth.
Alright, thank you for the cupcake.
You're welcome.
You head out. Alright, go ahead and roll stealth checks for me, both of you, please.
You gotta watch out for Demetra. 16, 17, 18, 19,
And
20, 21,
with
22,
that-
23.
I got 22.
Okay. 22, 23, cool.
We're just off doing rogue shit.
Y'all sneaky.
Whoa, I got a +7, girl.
+4.
This harpsichord is banging. Ooh.
I literally, I
We
was
pop
telling
it.
that when I got to choose the extra skills, I was like, Nimble's enjoying being a rogue, so I literally picked everything for like stealth and deception.
Put your little ninja mask on so that you know you're stealthed.
She'll just take her hair and make it into a mask.
No, the icon dork.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you could do that too. We could be ninjas.
Ninjas.
We're gonna go, I guess, I mean, I don't know, like, we know where the foyer area is that we were greeted. We could go up. The one lady, Helena, went up and to the left last time. So let's go up and to the left from there.
Works for me.
Okay.
Mella, what the fuck was that? I'm trying to read what you were saying, and I'm like, what?
I'm saying that I want food. I want food.
Okay. As those two run off, you notice Helena appears back. Hello again.
Hello.
Madame Dalmas is here if you'd like to speak with her.
Yes.
Yes.
Should we meet her, or is she coming here?
See, as you say this, Madame Dalmas steps in.
Yeah.
Boom.
Damn.
Mother.
That undercut though.
Yeah.
Oh, darling. It's so good to
Wow.
see you in person again, and so soon.
Right. And she's gonna run up to her mom.
What do I owe the pleasure?
We found out more information and wanted to share it. This is my friend Ren. She's also with us. We
She-
have some concern for her safety, so that's why she's here.
Turns to Ren. Charmed, I'm sure. Puts out her hand. Ren just kind of awkwardly takes the hand, like, shakes it, puts her hand down. Your mother, ignoring that, turns back to you. So what's
Okay.
this news?
We have a name now regarding the drow.
Oh,
Sebastian is the name.
Sebastian. Yes, I know of him. He's the one looking for you and your friend.
Yes.
And what is your connection with Sebastian, Jack, dear?
I'm not quite sure, ma'am. I don't really know how he plays into Mia. I know that. You know what? Here. And she'll produce the envelope that Mia wrote her, along with the letter and the charm, everything. She's being as transparent as she possibly can, and she gives it to Rosamund.
Okay. So you have the letter from Mia, as well as the expected letter.
Yeah, I give her everything that Mia has given me.
That
For
Mia
her
has
to
given
review.
you?
That Mia has given me, and that well, yeah, the envelope and stuff like that. All the stuff that we know,
Okay, so you hand both of the envelopes over.
and the trinket and everything. Yeah.
Okay. You can see she has, like, these very round, wiry glasses that she kind of has dangling underneath her shirt. She pulls them out and puts them on. Holds the paper kind of far and, like, sort of brings it in until she can see it properly. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm afraid that I'm here under kind of really pathetic means to ask for your help.
Nice.
Not really for my sake. I don't give a shit about me, but about your daughter and her friends, her other friends. So, anything that I can do, or I just want this to stop.
Well, I assume you know about these contracts and how they work, correct?
I know about the one that I was held under when I worked for IO, but beyond that, not much.
Right. Well, So, Jack, you do know when it says to sign in the usual method, it's with a bloody thumbprint, essentially, marking
Yeah,
you so you have a
okay.
connection, and they can kind of, like, find you easily through magical means.
Okay.
So Rose explains that to the rest of you, and she says, "So, there's actually a workaround that I can do, if you'd like. I think, Zero dear, that this may be a bountiful gift for us.
Oh? How so?
Well, normally they would send you on all sorts of errands, perhaps to figure out more about us, as it would seem, the Damas family. But, we could perhaps infiltrate and, spy on them instead. Typically, these contracts are sort of like a blood payment, and it's not easy to escape them, and they in fact can track you very easily wherever you go. Perhaps how they know where Jack is at all times, if you've never destroyed the contract upon completion. But, of course, like I've said, there is a workaround where we can fake acceptance.
Oh?
I'm full of all sorts of tricks.
You are. How would we do this? Perhaps, if we went through everything.
It's quite simple, actually. I take a bit of your blood, I say some incantations, the document accepts the signature as if it was true, and we can place a marker, perhaps on an animal or something moving about, to give the illusion of movement.
My mother wouldn't buy that, with all due respect. She knows I would never go back. And she's working with them.
Well, by this document, it doesn't seem like you have much of a choice. It looks like your options are you join or you die. Quite gruesome. We'd never do something so droll. Quite the
Better to have
ultimatum, it
people
seems.
Want to work for you by their own will.
I'm just not understanding why they want me to work for them when I was called a loose end and that I was told that they wanted to get rid of me. It's just not adding up to me.
We've been keeping track of IO's progressions. You could call it somewhat of a strenuous partnership. How much can I tell you? Most likely they want you two to get to us. The more power and information they have on us, the stronger they are, the more advantageous for them. And of course, it works vice versa for us. The more information we know, the more info we have, the stronger our position.
To what end?
You don't need to worry about that. There's a lot of behind the scenes going on. It's a family business.
With all due respect, ma'am, it's also my mother and somebody that I cared very much for once. To what end?
She gives you a stern look. I understand, Jack Orion. But there's more going on than any of you should know. Perhaps if you're in the business long enough, prove yourselves useful to them or to us, you may unlock more knowledge. But honestly, the less you know, the better. Trust me. I'm in the business of information.
What I'm trying to say, ma'am, is that I know the symbol on your back. And you said it yourself once. Your husband said it as well. I have potential.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe with the correct training or guidance, I can show you that I'm somebody worth knowing, and that I'm someone worth giving a second chance at life to. And I want you to know that I'm not opposed, and this is very hard for her to say. I'm not opposed to doing something that I fucked up on the first time around.
She crosses her arms and leans back Still standing, but leans back, eyeing you up and down. I respect you, Jack. And because I respect you, I will let you know as much as I can. But until you prove yourself, this is all I can say, really. Show me that you mean us well. Show me that you mean my daughter well. And of course, as much as we can tell you, we will share. You could become part of the family as well. But until it's proven your worth and your loyalty, you must understand we must be careful. Like I said, any information that they know about us that we do not want getting out, even if it's the smallest thing by accident, it could ruin us. Zira as well. Everything we've worked hard to build up, everything keeping us from being in a much, much worse place, would come crashing down. If you have questions, I will answer them to the best of my ability.
How do you know Mia?
Well, we keep track of the goings-on at I.O. and other locations. We have found out that Mia and the Sebastian character are quite high up in the rankings. We know of your mother. It's just information to us. And we don't intend to blackmail you with any of it. Naturally.
Thank you for your help.
Of course, dear. So, enough of this grim business. Let's have some fun. I see you brought food. Duxley, he's just, like, in it, completely covered in food. Like, pigging out on the food, not even paying attention. He seems to be enjoying himself.
Yes, Remy made sure that we grabbed some food for him.
Oh, how kind. So thoughtful,
Yes.
that little one.
Mm-hmm.
Was she the green one or the little flittering one?
The flittering one, yes.
Right, of course.
She has a unique way of showing she cares.
So it would seem. So any good news, anything fun that's happened to you so far, dear? It's only been a few days, but sounds like you've got a lot going on.
We did go to this festival of bodies, and
Oh,
that was so wonderful, Mom.
tell me all about it. I wish I could have gone myself. I go every time they have it, but I was so swamped.
You've been before?
Of course.
Oh, okay, so you understand.
Yes.
Ha.
I
Actually, Remy and Nimble were a part of the show.
Oh, that's so sweet.
They had matching outfits.
Oh.
It was
Oh.
so precious.
Tell her about the cards. Tell her about the cards.
Oh, right. So, I ran into some other academy students there,
Oh, really?
and yeah, we actually got along well with them, which was nice. Anyhow, one of them offered to read me my fortune, and well, the cards she drew were interesting, but what she told me was just don't smoke. But I feel like there's more to it than that.
Don't smoke.
It's because, well, okay.
Honey, I've been smoking for years, and I look absolutely fine. I don't know what she could be talking about.
Yeah, that's right. You look exquisite.
Tell her about the pictures you got. What were the
Okay.
cards?
Yep.
Probably looking
Trying to
them up.
find out.
Yeah.
The clock with the tree, the fish with the hook jumping out of water,
Mm-hmm.
and then the smoke over a pile of bones.
Yep.
Oh, I see. I'll make sure Helena writes that down. I'm not one for divination, unfortunately.
Aw.
But I'm sure we could find out something. It could just be a silly game, you know, dear.
That's true. It would just be nice, to have answers and cards.
Well,
But
did it
I
seem
know
to
it's
mean
silly.
anything to you at all? Did you infer anything of your own? Perhaps you're more attuned to divination than you realize.
Well, it would have been simple to dismiss if it wasn't for the fishing has recently been relevant to me since I met Remy. And the time, the tree crawling or growing over it, that just... Are we running out of time? I'm not sure.
Oh, figured.
Time, some sort of fish, black smoke, skull, death of some sort. Sounds very ominous.
Does. It does. Well,
Well, I'll put Helena on the case. I'm sure she'll find something.
yes. Yeah, if I run into another caddy soon, maybe they'll know. But other than that... Well, Io's horrible and whatever, but their food's pretty decent.
I'm
Not gonna
sure.
lie. I had lobster.
Yeah, they definitely try to present themselves as the finest facility above ground.
So, I mean, well, the rest of the night kind of ended horribly. The food was at least good. That's something.
Right.
Yep.
Yes, feel free to spend your time here. We can provide you with any food you'd like, of course, dear.
Yeah, thank you. How about you? What's new?
What's
You
new
and
with
father.
me? Well,
Is it more talking with officials?
yeah, for the most part. She kicks off her heels again. Sits down. I mean, your father's been dealing with this bandit business that you all started. It seems to be quite the headache. Him and this scabbard fellow. He seems to be some sort of official with the king. I'm not... Honestly, it's quite boring to me, so I don't really pay attention. But
Is there anything we can do to help with that?
Yeah, is that something we can do to help?
I have no
ourselves.
idea. But you can ask your father.
Okay, okay. Let's do that, Jack.
Night,
That could be a good way.
Alright,
Perhaps.
and once he gets back, he's out on business currently, most likely with the bandits.
Okay.
But when he gets back, you feel free to ask him, of course.
All right. I'm sure Father's fine.
Oh, I'm
Strong.
sure. Absolutely. Not a doubt in my mind.
That's good.
As for me, just the usual, talking to officials, normal family business transactions, managing routes and such. Quite boring, to be honest.
Oh. Oh no. Well. Hope something interesting happens, but nothing too dangerous.
Right. A bit of intrigue would be nice, but I'm past my danger days.
I'm glad. I like having you around, Mother.
And Mummy loves having you around, of course. She reached out an arm to wrap around you. Well, if there's anything else you need of me, go ahead and ask. Otherwise, I should be heading out again, unfortunately.
I understand, and no, how about you, Jack or Ren?
Huh?
Anything you need? Anything you
No,
want before she goes?
I think she's told me what she's able. Thank you, by the
Okay.
way. I appreciate it.
Of course.
Oh, seems like we're good. Thank you, Mother.
Alright. Fantastic. She stands up, grabs her heels, and starts walking out. I'll be around, dear. Don't be afraid to come talk to Mummy.
I shall visit.
It was a pleasure meeting you, Ren. She kind of, bends down a little bit to be eye to eye, and then just smiles super awkwardly, blushing, doesn't say anything, just nodding along. You too. And Rose walks out. Helena gives a quick nod to all of you and walks out behind her as well.
By the time we walked over here and all of this happened and we waited and we ate, what time is it now? Is it like a full day already that's passed?
It's getting to the evening time.
Okay, yeah.
It's like
that's what
very late afternoon, early evening.
So we just finished eating. Okay.
Yeah. Let's go over to Remy and Nimble. You two are running around exploring the castle?
Yeah, we gave up the search for the parents. I was just looking for Zira's old room now.
Okay.
We gotta snoop through it, because that's who we are.
Okay. You go ahead and roll a d20 for me, please. Just straight d20.
Okay. I got a 5.
Okay. You two wander around for pretty much this entire time, looking in various rooms. It's a lot bigger than you remember. There seems to be so many rooms just popping out of nowhere that you don't recall ever passing. It all looks completely unfamiliar.
Alright, man, we're just enjoying the ride. We figured they're gonna be chatting a long time. We're just, you know, we go in, open one door, go, huh,
Yeah.
shut it, go to the next one, huh, shut it, go to the next
Alright.
one.
Alright. A few of them are locked, but most of them are just various additional rooms, supply closets. Some seem to have different furniture, like just a storage room for furniture, another storage room for various other items. There's another like trophy room that they have. As you go through all of them, there's just several different various rooms.
Ah, but now I'll know the ins and outs of the castle.
There you go. Okay. Eventually, you do see Helena in front of you. She seems to be writing something down in her notebook. If you'd like to talk to her and ask her to show you the way back. Otherwise, you can hope you find your way to the room eventually.
Yeah, we'll probably do that. I'll probably, like, stop in front of her as she's writing. She'll probably run into me, but I'll stop and, like, hold my hand out. I was like, hey! Hello!
Okay. As you say hey and break stealth, she notices you. Oh, you too. Hello.
We're a bit lost. Where's the, eating place?
Yeah, can you show us to the room?
I need to talk to Nelkin really fast.
The cafeteria? Of course. She leads the two of you back.
Thank you! Much appreciated! God damn, this place is fucking huge.
Alright, and with that, Helena's back with the two little ones.
Alright.
Thanks, Helena. Oh, Helena, I had a question.
Yes.
Is the offer still on the table where if we need something, come to you?
What is it that you required?
I happen to have, broken a specific set of tools that I need in my everyday life. And I would be willing to pay for them, of course. It's just, I don't know cities very well. I don't know cities, like, at all. And my papa seemed, you know, he got these tools.
Alright, very well, and she pulls out like a little box from her pouch. It seems to be like dangling from the sides, it almost looks like a game board, like for dice or something. It's just like a little tray made of wood. She reaches out, put it in the box, please.
I put my tools in the box.
Oh yes, of course. These tools, they break very easily, don't they?
Yeah.
Alright. When do you need it by?
Whatever time is convenient for you, of course.
Excellent. Anything else?
And Nimble? Anything for you, honey, dear, darling?
Nope, I'm good.
We're good here. Thank you so much.
Bye now. And she walks towards the, she walks back over.
I, like, wipe my forehead. I'm like, God damn, Nimble, that was intimidating. We gotta get back over here. Like, I'm done with this place. I got lost. We got lost. Where we gone for hours? How long? What day is it? I'm just gonna start running.
she's very pointy.
I'm just gonna grab her hand, we're gonna like start running towards here, and I'm like, oh my god, guys, we're back! Time machine escaped.
Back.
Oh, hey, there you are.
Wow.
Helena
We got
peeks in real quick.
Wow.
Zero, you know where the room is, correct, dear?
Correct.
Excellent.
Good
Have fun.
time.
Goodbye. Have a good night. Or
Night.
whatever. And she walks out again.
I'm gonna
She's
lean
so fun with us, dude. I love her so much.
I'm gonna lean in towards Jack and be like, dude, we got stuck in a time machine. We just got back.
Maybe that's what the clock in the tree means.
I am actually really glad that we're here. This is a safe place. I'm happy we're here.
Note to, by the way, there's like 80 billion cleaning closets in this goddamn castle. Holy shit.
Okay,
You would think
well,
this place had the coronavirus.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm fucking done with today, so... And yesterday. Actually, this whole fucking week, except dancing with y'all at the party. Sucked, but...
It was fun until it wasn't, you know.
Until it wasn't, yeah. I'm gonna go to the room.
Ah, right. Follow me, Ren. I can show you where we can stay tonight.
There's only 2 beds in that room, and so Jack is going to take out her super fucking fancy sleeping bag, and she's gonna start prepping it on the floor.
Alright.
The one that
Were
Zero
there
made her
more
buy.
beds?
Nibble's gonna be like,
No, there was 2.
Oh,
I'm not
they're just
sleeping with her.
massive. They're massive, right?
There was 2
they're,
big beds.
they're very
yeah.
large beds, yeah.
Okay.
Nibble's like, I'm not sleeping with her. She could take the floor.
Oh, wait, there's also a couch.
There's a couch.
But it's uncomfortable. I can take that. You want... Yeah, I can take the couch. I don't give a
Ren's
shit.
like, I can sleep on the floor. It's fine. I don't
No,
mind."
Red,
No,
take the bed.
no. You were kind of forced to come, so you need to take a bed. They're really comfy. Just don't be freaked out if you see us walking around naked or some shit, because we have a bad habit of like bathing together and then just stripping. Like, just don't worry about it.
Yeah, and Zira and Nimble can share a bed. Nimble's tiny.
Her
you
entire
go.
face turns like tomato red while you're talking about walking naked.
I mean, it's not like we're...
about being efficient. You know.
It's like she's trying to say something, but just like little wisps of air are coming out.
I just look at Red pointedly
She's
and like,
talking about efficiency. I just did it because she was hot, but I'm gonna make my bed.
I wash
She's
my
doing it to fuck with
clothes.
Ren too.
She looks
wash my
so
clothes
embarrassed,
every
and like her lip is quivering, and she just like she looks like a scared animal that wants to just run out of the room right now, but doesn't know how to
Yeah.
escape.
Jack is just fucking with her. She's just trying
Frozen
to
in
have a
fear.
good time with her, but I guess like their personalities are vastly different. So. All right, so who's gonna sleep where?
Zira and Nimble, I think, can share a bed because she's so tiny.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
I got Zira, and she runs over and like wraps her arms around both of your legs like a tree trunk.
And then Ren can have that
Remy?
bed.
And you're
I'm
gonna sleep
good.
with me?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, come snuggle with me.
Okay. Okay.
Squeeze in here,
So-
bud.
You're both in the sleeping bag?
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah. I think this is her version of you're not gonna wander around the castle at night, bitch.
I am spooning so hard.
Okay.
Remy's just gonna
Alright.
like tilt her head up and look at Zira and give her like a pained look and then like crinkle her eyes shut. Like, please sleep, take me.
Okay. Yeah.
Jack gonna be the big spoon.
Alright. Ren kind of just waddles over to the bed alone, looks very awkwardly at all of you, like, are you guys sure I can have the bed?
So
Of
comfortable.
course, it is. And feel free to use the bathroom. We can't see you from there. Don't worry, we'll give you privacy.
Thank you.
Or will we? I'm fucking with you, Ren. I'm so sorry.
She crawls onto the bed, pulls her knees up to her chest, just kind of sits there staring at all of you. Slowly
Welcome
pulls the
to the
covers.
adventure, Ren. Welcome to the party.
So glad to be here. Slowly pulls his sheet over her knees, still staring at all of you.
Jack is just like bear hugging
Yeah.
Remy and just making direct eye contact with Ren.
Rebbe, you feel like this massive wall of warm, like, kind of stiff and hard flesh just surround you and embrace you. It's like being hugged by a fleshy rock.
The safest of feelings.
Alright.
Go to sleep. Shh, 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 shh.
He's going to fake going to sleep.
Alright. Nimble.
I'm sorry, Mellow's really hungry, so she's being a little like wonky right now.
I love it. No, this is great. This is amazing. Nimble hops onto the bed like a little puppy, kind of like kneads the bed in a circle. She's like walking a circle on the bed, patting it, eating it. I like this spot. She lays down. Come, and reaches her arms out to Zira.
All right, all right.
In her pajamas, of course.
Wait, I need to put on my nightie.
Hurry up!
Oh yeah, I'm still in my armor.
I'm naked as fuck.
We're gonna say you guys get, you know,
Okay.
dress in your pajamas however you'd like, if you'd like to.
I'm getting in my tutu that I wore to the body celebration.
Okay.
Okay?
Alright. Those are good pajamas.
Yeah, boy.
Okay.
But I want to make sure that when everybody falls asleep, including Jack, because I can hear her snoring, I want to keep an eye on Ren throughout the night.
An eye on Ren? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm bear hugging Remy though. She ain't going nowhere.
Yeah. Alright.
No love.
And Zira, last but not least, just going straight to bed, doing something else before sleep.
She's gonna write in her journal quickly, and then go to sleep.
Okay.
Yeah, I just want to.
Where Nimble pointed.
Before you doze off, you just hear, very quietly, but at the same time very close in your mind, your mother letting out a little laugh, and you can hear her whisper, "I'm so happy to have you home again."
Oh, I'm so happy to be here. Love you, Mom.
Love you too. That's it. And that's where we're gonna end it for the night. Good job, everyone. We did it. We made it through.
We're alive still. Yay!
Everyone's still alive.
Dude, we're alive.
Yikes.
Ren.
Dude, I was 3 seconds away from changing form.
Ichabod. Alright, real quick, let me...
There's a plus game. We're doing plus game today.
Post game. Alright, thank you for watching, everyone. We appreciate it. Don't forget to watch The Unfortunate Ones on YouTube.
Yeah.
We post the episodes as quickly as we can. Getting to it. Apologize for the delay on some of the older ones. We need to edit it. It takes a while, but we appreciate your patience.
We'll get questions done soon, we promise.
Yeah. We have our live stream every Friday at 5 to 5:30 p.m. Pacific, 6 to 6:30 Mountain, 7 to 7:30 Central, and 8 to 8:30 Eastern. We appreciate you stopping by. Thank you. Bye-bye.
You forgot like, share, subscribe.
Like, subscribe, bye. Thanks, bye.
Nailed.